I would like to do that if it's okay with you. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let us see here. Let me refresh this again. We'll see if we are. Let's see. An error occurred. Please try again later. Beautiful, beautiful. No, there I am. Okay, I guess. Man, what a night. What a night. Yeah, am I live? Yeah, I think I am. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got some thumbs up this evening. Good evening, everybody. I guess they'll come in. I don't know how the notifications. Hey, Jen, how you doing, honey? Jen's covered in my topic tonight. My poor mods and crybabies out there, and I think she knows what that's about. Hello, Peachy Pie and Tiki Traveler, Super Cereal, Crafty Kitty. Hello, Dee. There's Chris. How you doing, Chris? Nice to kind of text chat with you today, and wish you and your mom some really nice Easter greetings. Been thinking about you a bit lately. Hello, Nellen. I am actually home, Janet, and happy Easter to you and the boss. Hello, Jennifer. Quirky and the almighty Sweet Crazy. Nice to see you tonight. I'm gonna be on a while. Tonight we had penne pasta and Italian sausage tonight with some Prego sauce. We went all out for Easter. It was pretty good. Was pretty good. Hello, Shiloh. Hello, Laura. How are you? Joey D, nice to see you this evening. I got your comment on that the video. I agree with you in the way that they will, the way they'll spend money will be at the bottom of the barrel as per usual. So I hope everybody. What did you have for dinner tonight? What did you have, Janet? Tell me what you had. Usually you send me a picture. Hello, Bella Rose. I bet Bella Rose, even though it was a small crew with probably her and Brad, I bet they still had some nice fixings for Easter. Come on, tell me what you all had. I know Joey D was going to get carry out box from Bear, the Black Bear. I'm making homemade spaghetti. Simmering is so good. Oh my God, I love a good spaghetti. Hey, Amy. Hey, it sounds good. I'm going to have some Easter burritos. There we go. Hello, Ron. Hello, Cheryl. There's my handsome sugar cane. Nice to see you tonight, sugar cane. I enjoyed your video. We had hot dogs and potato salads. That's pretty good. PB and J. Okay. Yeah. Well, Larson, it was kind of a. I don't know. Once I'm done eating, hey Juice, how you doing? Hey, hi Kim, how are you? Once it's over, Cheryl had turkey. Then I don't really think much about what I had. I enjoyed it the moment, but I haven't had penne. Hey, Sandy, how are you? Crafty had Hortons or Gortons? Trust the Gortons, fishermen. Do do do. Gortons of Gloucester. Is that the one? You tell I had too much TV as a kid. I had, yeah, spaghetti. Nice ribeye, rice and pork and beans. You know, it's a lot of starches, man. In that, that's a lot of starches in that dinner. Ribeye steak with corn, rice, and pork and beans. Woo! So much ham left over. Nice to see you, Juice. Good comfort food. I think everybody is down with comfort food these days. I know that the carb intake of the nation, this nation, and probably Canada to some extent, and some of the European nations, some of the European nations probably are carb loading too. And it's very, very satisfying carbs, I have to say, but I have to be very careful. I have increased my exercise dramatically. As you guys know, I took George for a record-breaking 3 walks today. So that is a good 2.5, 3 miles, 3 miles today. So, yeah, Babushka says your mods have a habit of blocking people they don't like, especially Jen and Mouse Toes. Well, if you're going to have mods, You're not going to be able to please all the people all the time, but I'll get into that in a little bit. And if you don't stand by your moderators, you're not going to have people that are going to do a good job moderating your channel. And I'll give you a little preview of coming attractions. Not one time ever have I ever sent a Gmail or a text message to any of my mods ever complaining one time about somebody that got the royal boot in the chat. Never once have I sent them a question and said, why did you do what you did? The way back is very easy. You just send a Gmail to I can make it like new at gmail.com and send me your channel link, and poof, you're back in the game. Now, sometimes people send some, put down some very, very terrible stuff in there, and there isn't anybody, you won't be welcome back into the chats again. We try to have a fun time here. Hey, how you doing, Amy? And honey, I'm not a queen, but I sure as hell, honey, I'd love to put on those boxing gloves with you and be in there. Kaboom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Banging it out with you. Hey, Nocturnal. Yeah, well, we'll talk about that because, I'll get to that in a little bit. Number one, where is spring? I know it's down in the Plain States. And God bless, and please keep out of harm's way. Please keep the harm from people. Mississippi's getting torn up tonight, Texas, and I fear Louisiana and some other states too. Please be cautious. Make sure that your weather radios are on or your phones are on, that you have a chance to get to either a storm cellar or someplace safe. Okay, at nighttime is the absolute worst time for tornadoes because daytime you can see them coming. Nighttime, you're in pitch black. You don't know where exactly the location is. They could be a couple hundred feet from you, and the only thing you have is the roar of the twister there. So please be careful. Hi, Quinny. Oh, Costco now sells cooked ribs with the roasted chicken. So please, please, please. Be careful with that with severe weather. We had a rare thunderstorm. One big black cloud came over with a downburst for about 15 minutes with a nice thunderclap tonight. That's it. And that's rare. Fish for Life said here in Texas, our storms passed earlier today. Yeah, be careful out there, guys, especially you in the Plain States. There's really, sometimes I wonder, Larson, if tornadoes are more common at night. I don't think so because the formative winds, the circular movement of winds is a little more apt to occur, I think, at daytime. But some of these, the reason you get these bad storms, what they tell me is the cold air of the north clashes with the warm air of the Gulf of Mexico right over Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Kansas, Oklahoma, and out those places. We had the thunderstorm too, Rosie, and it's raining now. Hi, Almost Uber. Yeah, I think it's like anything else. It's more fearsome at night when you can't visually see them. At least that would scare me. I remember being with Missy Jen out in Missouri, southern Missouri, and seeing all the storm cellars that were built into basements in Deepwater and Clinton, Missouri. And Jen, I believe, had a close brush with the twister. Twister herself came in through that area called the Golden Valley. In there, I may sleep in the bathtub. Well, yeah, just be careful out there. Just be careful. Now, there's Katie. I know Katie's down in Mississippi, and she's the first one that came to my mind tonight. Yeah, she said now Katie's in Mississippi. She says we was watching a tornado that came through here. We could see the tree swing and hear the roar like the train as it went through. Be careful tonight. Your state seems to have a target on its back right now. Okay, be careful. Yeah, no, Washington State is nice and clear. we got rammed a little bit high, Joyce, with just a passing shower. But I'll tell you what, it's been strange here. There's not been one day. Maybe the time when Elbow was here, there was a couple days that were in just touched 80 degrees, and I got a little bit of sunshine. But since that time, there's not been any real warmth, I would say, at all, which is kind of unusual. So I got to cut the grass again tomorrow. Hey, Dave. Hello, Jan. If you have a cold wave coming and the sky turns yellow and you have hail, get to a shelter fast. Yeah, I hear you. We're lucky here in California that the Sierras, which run north to south for hundreds of miles in California, between California and Nevada, they form a great barrier against the winds that come in cold that would slam against the front range of the Rocky Mountains, around Colorado Springs and places in Denver. We don't get that. So we don't, I can't remember even if California's had tornadoes before. We just don't have, we rarely have thunderstorms. Maybe twice a year you might hear a thunderclap or something like that. So, and yeah, if you are in a trailer park, particularly in Colorado, in a place like that, I don't know what it seems to be in history that trailer parks, mobile home parks, RV parks just seem to be magnets for these storms that come through. So just be careful. Be careful about that. How you doing, Buff? How are you? Nice to see you this evening. There's a lot of love in Jen Jen. Yeah, I don't like severe weather of any type. So luckily out here in NorCal, we don't get the weather situations, but we do get the dry seasons that lend themselves to terrible fires, as you've seen out here. Because once our rainy season ends, it could be in a day or two, it could be a week. Generally, it's rarely after the 15th of April. Then we won't have rain in any appreciable, measurable amount probably until November or December. We're actually sitting here making dinner all together. That's nice. We picked up some, somebody was kind enough to shop Costco and give us some, the Italian penne pasta, the 6 packs. And we had some of those big giant jars of Prego, and I had some of those Italian sausage, and that made a nice feast. And we really enjoyed that tonight. Hey, Dave, good to see you. Nocturnal says when you live in Tornado Alley, you develop a healthy respect for storms. Yeah. Maggie, we had a pretty good Easter. I'm kind of grilling everybody to see what they had for Easter dinner tonight, and it's all over the map. I'm waiting for somebody. I haven't heard hamburgers. Thank you, Buff. I haven't heard anybody with hamburgers tonight. It's about the only thing I haven't heard. I've heard chickens and turkeys and hams. Nobody. I guess they don't do duck at Easter time. So anyway, it was good. Derek, you don't have to worry about who's a mod here or who's not. It's not your business. So okay, so it was good. It was very good to have that little mini feast tonight. We have the coconut cake. I'm not going to have I didn't have any of that today, but Jen had some of that today. Really, really got to watch it with the starch. Let's see. Okay, Joey D says, we had a few small twisters around Davis, California. That's where UC Davis is. They were only knocked down a few fences. Well, that's pretty lucky. We wanted lamb, but it's not available, so we made a roast. Takeout pizza would have been okay. Hi, Lavender. Hope you're doing good. I had a traditional Easter dinner. However, I have ate a cheeseburger today. Yay! I had a can of chicken soup. Pretty good. Hi, Watch. Really? Really? You strike me as the kind to put down a nice No matter what's going on, honey, you could be in the middle of like the movie Key Largo, right? With Humphrey Bogart, Lauren Bacall, and Edward G. Robinson, right? Sit down, shut up, right? And the storm's raging and everything. And here would be High Watch with a little cloth, small tablecloth down, nice white one pressed, little candle going there, a glass of wine, and a nice dinner in front of her. Hey, Mouse Toes, hope you had a nice Easter. Now I could get down with sloppy joes and tater tots. Hi, Missy. I have not had sloppy joes in forever. Nice to see you, Julie. Spiral ham, green bean casserole, sweet potato. Wow, you went for it, Maggie, in a big, big way. Awesome. Awesome. Lauren Bacall, she was beautiful. Yeah, she was a different kind of star, for sure. And Julie, thank you for your comment. I did the 4K drive through Oakland, and Julie Army Mom made the comment that there's some very beautiful architecture in downtown Oakland, which there is. You saw one of the few Flatiron buildings in the nation. It's like a triangle. The building is built on a triangular piece of property, and it's quite distinctive in the Oakland Fox Theater down there and all that. So I appreciated you. Spatchcocked and roasted a chicken and made some au gratin potatoes. Nice. Cooking my sauce, but had sardines. Woo. It just doesn't seem like, hello Enrique, it doesn't seem like sardines are just going to quite match up with the sauce. Although I do believe in Italy, they do make a sardines in red sauce or something like that for not everything. Thank God the GIs didn't bring everything home from Italy when they came. So yeah, yes, mouse to go. No, so we've just been laying low today. I just did a couple walks with Georgie. Put up a few videos. Lori Jean says made lasagna today. It was great. Yeah, that's nice. I only have the energy to make lasagna maybe 3 or 4 times a year. It's pretty labor intensive, but it's nice. Have you ever gotten scared walking around the homeless? Have I ever gotten scared? I have a very good sense of situational awareness. Okay, not synchronicity, but situational awareness. In other words, having been raised in a big city with enormous problems and huge crime, I you develop a sixth sense. You look down an alley and you immediately size up whether it's okay or not. Okay, and in that way, I've avoided confrontation. I've been pinched by a guy with a vehicle against the wall and dropped my camera down to the ground. I've had people charge me before on camera, but am I ever fearful? No, because I have found that most homeless people are not looking to have negative encounters. Okay, and I'm just as apt to, like yesterday. I was walking. How many of you yesterday saw we were going? I was going into the Alameda Tunnel, and it had the little balusters, concrete balusters, and you can see on the other side. And I was like, oh my God, there's people living on the other side of that railing, and I felt really bad when I popped my head over there, and there's a guy staring back at me. Looked like a 50-year-old black guy. I felt bad, and then I went down a little further, and there were mattresses back. I came back and I felt like I needed to give the guy a 5 spot. So people can sense, and a lot of times, if you're fearful, people will. Thank you, Marty. People will um, sense that fear and they will kind of prey on you a little bit. Yeah, the Webster Street tunnel going over to actually the return tunnel there. So how you doing, Libra? Nice to see you. I watched the Santa Rosa video. I felt seeing all that. Most of us have it. So yeah, well, a lot of us have it. You scared me because I was watching you live when you were in Oakland. Then I jumped off. Like when I came back, you were off and no video till this morning. That was a long one. That was over 6 hours last night, and we went to, yeah, thumbs up are appreciated. Thank you guys. I got 150 people in here. Some thumbs up would be appreciated. And to bounce between Chinatown, then over to International Boulevard, then to change to several locations to go up to the ghost ship memorial area where tragically those 30-some young people died in that warehouse. I don't want to call it a dance, but just an ill-fated night in December of 2016. Terrible tragedy. And then we bounced along to Berkeley. We covered a lot of ground. Went around Lake Merritt and some things around there. So thank you, Billiam. So it was a good tour. It was a good tour. So it was good to get out of the house too. At no time did I drop the proper protocol. Hello, prepping. I maintained distance all day yesterday. I passed the only thing I did yesterday involving no contact was pass a $5 bill. Sat it on the other side of where I reached through the baluster, the concrete baluster on the railing at the Webster Street tunnel there. Otherwise, I bought no food yesterday. I bought no drinks. I packed in my own food. I wore a mask yesterday. I had gloves. I did all of the things that are properly required to maintain safe protocol yesterday. Have I lost weight? Yeah, I have lost weight. Yeah, because I'm walking a lot. Okay, and that's the key. I also want to have, a happy, okay, big hug to your mom, Dade Costa. Okay, thank you. I love carbs. Okay, I've been afraid to buy salad. All right, I'm thinking of what I saw passing from Los Algodones and Yuma, Arizona, passing through the lettuce and produce fields and some of the hands and the outhouses that are sitting out there for the workers to use. And I thought, thank you, Quirky. Hey, Jay. I thought to myself, okay, I can rinse off my salad at home or whatever. But man, I don't know who in the hell down now and in those fields picking salads, and it's refrigerated, right? And the cornholio virus likes refrigerated, it likes the cold. So to me, it kind of became a no-no. I have some broccoli florets, a bag of them that I got. So that'll have to be good. Thank you, Buff. I appreciate that. Crappy hands. I've been down there at El Centro. Remember that terrible windstorm that came through that night? I thought the van was going to get rolled over. And I remember being in the Planet Fitness there and looking at the hands of some of the people that came in. Because they also need the Planet Fitness to shower and things like that. And it was unbelievable. And I just got to be careful. Wilted lettuce. I mean, one time I had some rotten lettuce. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Same to you. Thank you, Sweet Crazy. So we're doing good. So I always worry a slight bit about the lettuce right now. So I don't think there's too much that I'm going to be doing in the way of that. Let's see. Joey said the ghost house was an illegal artist colony housing. But yeah, Jen says, Rosie, I swear I never thought that much into the salad stuff. I love salads too, Joyce and Jen. I love salads. Okay, I absolutely adore salads, but these days we've got to do the math. We got to put 4 plus 4 together. Okay, and we've got to understand the food chain coming in, the handling technique, and the likelihood that somebody that's not terribly paid down in the farm area there on the lowlands of the valley floor there around the nation's winter produce market of the West may have that, and it all goes into refrigerated containers and things. Yeah, Polar Picker says, I know which, hey, North, hi, thank you, Mel. Polar Picker says, I know what you mean. We're in this time of ice cream lickers who know what they will do to fresh food. That's a different story. You still have these idiots that are going in and fake coughing on people, right? They even had a cop that was arrested for fake coughing on a group of people. I don't know. Looking in Germany, I'm always keeping very attuned to protests, and a group of protesters over there are starting to go at it with the police. They're starting to get tired of lockdown and things. So it's kind of lucky in a way that it's not hot yet in the United States, or people would really start to get pissed. I feel like the bag salad might be okay. It very well could. Sure, like I said, I just want to be cautious. Metallic! Happy Easter, sweetie. You beautiful thing. Nice to see you. Get romaine, take the outer leaves off. I can't survive without the flowers. We're good. We're not going into a store. We're good. And I still have, I rarely eat it, but I have the backup pint of butter pecan. Don't you get a warm, fuzzy glow? Did you ever do that? Like you're sitting in bed or you're sitting in your nice, comfortable chair. You're watching reruns of Hawaii Five-0 and McGarrett and Bookham Dano, and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I just had a good thought. I still got that really nice ice cream. I told you my head's not right, okay? Let's see. Welsh Boo says, did you know that centuries ago lettuce used to be cooked? Yeah, people didn't eat raw vegetables. In China today, you really don't have on the menu raw vegetables. You will have sliced cucumbers and sesame and a little bit of a sweet sauce. They're delicious. Very tasty, but it's a rarity to have things like that. How you doing, Miguel? Has anyone got their stimulus check? You would not get it in the mail yet. You would probably get it in direct deposit if you did. I won't, because I end up sending a check in every year with my tax return. Okay. Because it was a 1099 contractor. It's a little difficult sometimes to get stuff straightened out. So I know mine comes in a paper form. There's no alternative. But if you do your taxes and you have direct deposit, tomorrow would want to be the day. If it came in Friday, it will show up tomorrow. Some guy got 42 weeks for spitting on the wife and yelling. She hopes yeah, I mean, you got to be careful about that. You got to be careful about that. Unemployment giving an extra $600 a month on top of your having regular unemployment. Yeah, who in the hell is going to want to go back to work? Right? I got to take a pay cut to go to work. You have my daughter and me saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go, Tammy. That's it, man. It's all yeah, yeah, yeah. We got to roll the way we do on this channel. So the pork industry is in big trouble. The Smithfield Foods pork processing plant in Rapid City, South Dakota is closed. It's a big one. I've tried to tell you guys repeatedly that the food chain is going to be pinched coming up. Okay, I don't know what at one point people were falling out of manufacturing plants left and right. Right now, they're falling out of Amazon plants. They're falling out of Walmart warehouses and things. They're falling out of food processing plants. Hundreds of people at that Smithfield processing plant came down with the cornholio virus. So, I mean, we can't expect, even though the vice president said, told them, get back to work to these food workers, you know, some of them are saying, well, should I have to die to pull a paycheck? So my heart goes out to them. So we just don't know what's going to be happening right now. You don't get lettuce and tax not due until July, so they won't take money out of your check. Yeah. Thank you, High Watch. Well, whoever owns Smithfield, a hell of a lot of pork comes out of there, and some tasty pork. Right now, it's been okay because things have been a little screwed up with the on the commodity market with the price of pork and beef and things like that. So, see, Lieber says I buy my meat from local farmers in my area, all grass fed. Hey Tracy, such a happy part of my day. Yeah, we're lifting a mood tonight. I'm going to order from a local meat distributor, going to stock up. Yeah, I think I would. I think that would probably be pretty smart. If you have room in your freezer, there's really no downside to it because when you cook it, it takes all the risk out of the meat. Let's see, I live in Western New York. They're closing dairy farms. Well, a lot of demand for when the restaurants and things closed up shop, a lot of that demand for milk and what would go into ice cream, desserts, and things has. I've done my part with my 2 pints of Haagen-Dazs butter pecan. But guys, you can't ask me to support the whole dairy industry. Get out there and get up there and load up on that dairy. I've got 188 pieces of American cheese and a big individually wrapped slices. I'm doing my part. Hell, I'll probably be constipated forever when this thing is over. Let's see. High Watch said, my county, Riverside, asked for volunteers to work on the nursing homes because when volunteers die, the county pays much less than when an employee dies. Yeah, wow. Wow. All I can say is wow. Good night, Billiam. Thank you. You have a good night, too. Hey, Gil, how are you? Nice to see you. Just got in. Smithfield makes good bacon. Yeah, well, I grew up in Baltimore, and that was a big market for Smithfield hams. We'd go down to Virginia and see those hams all hanging up in their little cloth bags on the ceiling. But gosh darn, they were salty. You had to take a Smithfield ham and literally soak that thing for like a day or two. Change the water to get the salt content down in that thing. Have you ever made a Mississippi pot roast? It's super easy, and if you love pepperoncinis, I do. I've never made a Mississippi pot roast. Hi, Diamonds. Hey, Thomas. Of course, New Jersey's closing everything on Mondays. Probably give them a chance to just get on their feet. I don't know. This is going to be a big week coming up. Okay, this is going to be a big week. All the feel-good factors already been built into the markets here this week, the stock markets last week. We're going to see this big oil consortium meeting that's supposedly going to knock 10 million barrels a day out of production. Yeah. Who's going to cheat first on that? Hi, Vicky. How you doing, Penny? Pennywise in the chat. Nice to see you, Pennywise. Hope you're staying safe out there. What's your opinion on the cops pulling that unmasked rider off the train? I don't know, Quirky Girl. Hey, Erica, the problem is there's not a uniform application of police force in this country. How about down in Mississippi or whatever. That Roman Catholic church was having a drive-in service, and the cop went along, and there's just everybody put their name down, and they got a $500 ticket. They'll probably all be thrown out, but I'm saying, what is shit happens, right? Shit happens. We had our detective that died here made Fox News front of their webpage tonight, right? She tried to get tested 2 times, and they told her no. She ended up dying. So, man, I love ice cream. Having 9 months before I cancer, I'm all species. Yeah, Queenie, I have ice cream maybe about 5 times a year. That's it. Hi, forever friend. I'm doing good, honey. I hope you are too. Let's see. Lieber says, I've made New England pot roast all my life. Everyone in my area does, but once I found that Mississippi pot roast, that is my forever recipe. Well, hell, send it to me. I can make it like new@gmail.com. Send me the recipe if you got it. Okay? Crank one out. Church here disobeyed and held service. So what are you gonna do? What do you do in that What do you do in that situation, Missy? Do you have a SWAT team go into the service? If I'm the mayor or I'm the governor, well, I did the best I could. Hell, I don't want to see people pulled. That's a bad, as somebody else would say, that's a bad optic. To have people pulled out of a church and batted, popped on the head and stuff, dragged out and arrested for that. Temporary restraining order for that, so people don't just need a damn treatment, so people don't die. So we're just gonna have to make our way through it. And don't you all know that? What do you think about the testing situation? It's gonna take time. Okay, to roll that all out. They got to do it the right way. How many of you wonder the results of testing, whether it's accurate or not, right? I mean, unless you get that thing right up in your brain and puncture your brain practically, you may get a false reading on that way that they're testing. They need a more civilized test. They need to have that test for the antibodies for it. It's a very fast and effective way. High Watch says in California, sworn peace officer with kids that die on duty collects nearly 20 million if all benefits are claimed by the family. Yeah, well, yes. I don't know what to say to that. I love our first responders, cops, and medical firefighters, but it's gets a little out of hand. Steve McQueen mover, Hunter, any good? I don't ever remember seeing that. I don't know. Yeah, don't go over ladder of hospitals when you were told not to go to church. I hear you. Anyway, it is Easter Sunday night. I found out what everybody was having for dinner tonight. So I kind of come down on. I want people to be safe, but what do we do about people that are the faithful, right? That to believe that God will protect them from disease. They're like, hey, you know, I will walk in the shadow of God, and He will keep me. Though I pass through the valley of evil, no harm will come to me. They're faith believers. It's a tough situation. Let's see. Lindsay said our hospitals are overrun now. We are overworked and all exhausted. It's got to end anytime soon. It looked like New York is kind of maybe winding down a bit. At least New York City. But I do look at other areas of the country. I do read the Denver Post, the LA Times, the San Francisco Chronicle, blah, on and on. Papers in Cleveland, in Dallas, Kansas City, Miami, Boston, New York, Baltimore, just to Philadelphia, just to kind of get a feel for what's going on. Some countries are not testing because they don't want it there. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I will fear no evil. Yeah, exactly. I believe in God too, but use common sense. I don't believe God wants anybody wittingly exposed to disease. as an act of faith. Okay, so yeah, thank you, Lindsay, for everything you do. Hey, Craig says, Rosie, I'm good until there's a chicken shortage. I love fried chicken. Mouse, every recipe Mouse has is a good one, Craig. Don't dishonor her other cooking. All right. She's good. Remember the old show? If Yen can cook, so can you. Bye bye. See you next time. It'll be Mouse Toes. If Mouse Toes can cook, so can you. Let's see. Draft tour, Steve. I had a mild wide tornado come through my area today and totally devastated. This Easter will be remembered by me. That's for. I'll probably be without power for weeks. Well, I hope you stay safe down there, and I hope the light of day reveals damage. It's not as serious as it is now. That's for sure. I worry tremendously about that. In my state, we're really just getting it settled. My face and ears are raw from wearing masks all day and some with gloves in my hands. Lindsay, what state are you in again? Please remind me. Hey, Ilva. Happy Easter to you too, honey. I can't remember what state Lindsay is in. State. Yeah, Mouse's cook is always good. Yeah, anyone takes the chance puts everybody, all of us in danger, yes. I just forgot what state Lindsay is in. Yeah, we're all grateful. She's been out there on the front lines working. I didn't have a bit of Easter candy. Not one bit of Easter candy this year. Strange enough, nothing. I didn't really feel like it. I'm not a big candy eater. Rosie and the cook on Bonanza. Yeah, little Joe, why you not like my Hop Sing cook for you? He make egg like you say you don't like Hop Sing cooking? What wrong with you? What wrong with this Cartwright family? What wrong with you? Mississippi, Louisiana. Okay, working both. Oh God, I loved Hop Sing. God, I loved Hot Sing. Thank you, Cheryl. There's another thing that'll never see the light of day on. They never learn. You know, they never learn. I'm not never been much of a candy eater. Imagine taking all that time to set up an account, go in to post it, and get caught up in the word grab, and then just be knocked. It's like one of those bug zappers. Oh, that coconut cake was great. Hey, Ben, how are you? Yeah, I'm telling on Missy Jan. Likes that. Loves all that candy. Loves all that candy. Coconut cake turned out good. I just have to moderate my intake of it. Yesterday morning, I had 1.5 pieces of that, and I was like, "Wow, you slob." I felt guilty. Oh, I felt guilty all day, all day. We just had some homemade fried rice. Yeah, I made some of that the other night too. So I had a nice. Let's move on. I had a really nice chat with DeeDubs today. There could be some good surprises coming your way, guys, in the way of the DeeDubs rig. Keep your fingers crossed. Sounds exciting. What's coming up? I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but I was very happy to hear what he's planning to do. It's nice to know that some people, like that you're putting forward thought and a plan together for the future. And I like what he told me today. So stay tuned. Stay tuned on that. Yeah, video coming. I love anything coconut. So do I. Joey said, Rosie, you do enough walking, you don't have to worry weight. Yeah, but I'm solid. You know, I'm not I'm not tall, right? So I'm gonna try making a raspberry chiffon cake. There's something, Craig, that was big in the 1950s and 60s. You take that gelatin mix and you whip that to a very light, airy consistency of chiffon. When's the last time somebody had a chiffon pie? I would love to have a piece of that. Watch it, nailed it. Yeah, there we go. How you doing, Crazy Daisy? Sometimes I make a coconut topping, chewy like a cookie for the top of my homemade brown. They're just delicious. It's just delicious. Coconut candies. They're just tremendous. They are so darn tasty. But I like that, Craig. A raspberry chiffon cake. I want to do a pie. Craig said, Rosie, last night's choo you were speaking Cantonese. I think that's awesome. Sometimes I spoke a little Cantonese. Most of the time I was speaking Mandarin. But they're the two. You got to understand. How you doing, Mike Jordan? You have to understand it. Cantonese is the language of the southern coast and southeast coast of China. The ones that got on boats and went to places like America and down to Hong Kong and places like that, they took their language with them. Whereas Mandarin is more in the north and the central, but it's the national language of China. But in Hong Kong, they speak predominantly Cantonese, as they do in most Chinatowns in America and Toronto too. So because they were the ones in China that got on boats and came to the U.S. and placed Canada. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, Craig. You either like coconut or you don't. I don't. There's nothing in between. I agree. Janet can't do coconut, and I just love the feel of. I love the feeling of coconut in my mouth. It's just ooh, it's nice. Remember in Hong Kong, I would sometimes on the not in Hong Kong, but in Hawaii, once in a while, coconut would drop down from a tree, and I would take it and split it open and get that meat out of it. That was really, really, really nice. Yeah, Jen, it's like a coconut. Yeah, okay, chiffon cakes. Yeah, I want to do a. I want to do a. I want to do a chiffon pie. That's something that I would really like to try. Is a chiffon pie. You got to get the gelatin, and then you get the gelatin and you whip it into your base. I don't know how in the heck you do it, but I need something lemon too. I love the smell of it, but Jen doesn't like coconut. You ever seen the YouTube video of the guy who speaks fluent? Yes, I did. I've seen him before. Yep, yep. I don't really read a lot of Chinese characters. Okay, I probably read 100 Chinese characters. You need to read 800 to be able to read a daily newspaper in China. If you can read 2,000, you're a highly educated person in China. So I'm gonna try making a coconut cream. Ah, coconut cream is so good. You take that out of the refrigerator with a graham cracker or a nice Nilla wafer or a nice pecan sandies crust, and you cut a piece of that. Oh, you'll forget all about cornholio virus and all that kind of crap, and you will just have that. You have another relaxing day at home. Coconut cream pie is easy, easy to make. Yeah, I don't do coconut water and all that. I don't do that. But I do love coconut ice cream. Now, there's something that I really, really like, coconut ice cream. Love that. Yeah, Joyce, I've done a lot of coconut cream pies. And Joey D says I can make one with tofu. It is amazing. It is amazing. Now, I wanted to talk a bit too. My mods and the crybabies. Okay, I want to say a word about my moderators are getting banged up pretty good here. in a certain chat or two. Okay. All right. I happen to be peeked into Dave's chat today. And lo and behold, the man who shall not be named in the tin can was complaining with his little wrench in hand about how bad the mods are over here in this chat. You know, the mods in this channel are a reflection of the way I like to have things run in the chat, okay? When you close the chapter on something in your life, do you repeatedly open it again? Do you be one of these renowned flip-floppers on YouTube that goes, well, it's Monday, I guess I feel like this. Well, today's Tuesday. It's Wednesday now, I feel like this. Thursday, you're okay. Friday, you suck. Okay? I did absolutely the best that I could do for 4 months. Bottom line. And there's not one person out there that can deny that. Okay, I gave it my level best without $1 of remuneration while paying the heating, the hot water, the lighting, the internet, making things as comfortably as humanly possible here. I never went out in the morning when I would get up at 6:30 and 7 o'clock and beat on a trash can and said, time to get up, ladies. Let's go. I believe that 11 a.m. was more than reasonable to get going in a day. Right. I bloodied my hands, agonized in my sharp metal, fabricating doors for fake generator compartments, humping out 150-pound generators, unhooking and safely rewiring hundreds of feet of wiring, shifting water tanks, using my skills to create panels, my skills to convert a jackknife sofa bed base into a dinette. To make huge wall panels, to put USB outlets, charging ports, 12-volt cigarette light charger ports, rocker panels with multiple switches for exterior lights, new wiring for internal, new headlining. Even got out my Bissell cleaner and tried to clean off the goo off of the headliner. There's nobody in history that's done more. You know, it's easy to wave some money and say, here you go. It's another thing to get in there with your hands, your measuring tapes, your power tools, and get in there and take something that was a rolling germ pile, a rolling COVID-19 factory of disease, vermin, and have it rolling out of here as something nice. The limited materials, you got one shot to cut that floor. There's no do-overs for it. Perfect. You know, pulling tabletops out of vans, going to picking pools. putting secondary batteries in for charging systems, putting in a new converter box, putting in hundreds of feet of new 12-volt wiring. Yeah, and you guys were there every step of the way. With me, I did the very best that I could. But what I could not do, what I was unable to do, was to change the hearts and minds of people that knew the beast, that knew the soulless beast that was out there, the animal. I could not wave a wand and get people in my chat to suddenly think everything's all good. You know why? Because they have a collective mind. They've seen where others have gone before, and they said, well, Rosie, if I was in Las Vegas and I was betting on the proposition of whether you will go down the same path as the others, we love you, Rosie, but I've got to vote yes, you are. But you're just too dumb, too naive, too hopeful to think it could ever turn out any differently. Well, you know what, guys? You were 110% correct. 150% correct. My moderators to a person gagged themselves, put gags in their mouths, bit their tongues, pulled out, couldn't watch, blah, blah, blah. You were right. 110% right. So having seen that and seen the way that things came down, there's not a person in the world that could blame me for having made a clean break of it. So when Crybaby comes on and complains that people that are nice and say nice things about Crybaby are booted out of the chat, number one, the people on my chat, they all scratch their heads and say, who in the hell was that? Where was that? I didn't see him. And number two, they saw with their own eyes what happened month after month. Okay? The laziness, the greed, the animalistic desires. And I'm sorry, I didn't want to take my time to go on a hunting mission for T-girls in Mexico. Not just a brothel, but a special kind of brothel. But I'll just humor you. Yeah, okay, you're in denial about your own sexuality. Okay, we'll just humor you about that. It's nothing in it for me. But there was everything in it for Crybaby to get the van rebuilt. And that's the bottom line. So my moderators will continue. I will continue running my chats the way I see fit, that has given me great fun, great joy, and a bit of a measure of success over the last month or so, and some of the best times I've had. Even with this cornholio virus and all this stuff, I'm the happiest I've been on YouTube. The happiest. I got things to look forward to. I can pick up the phone. I can talk to DeeDubs. You can say what you want about people's past and things like that. But there's something to be said for talking to a rational person who has more on their mind then just where am I going to deposit my next load? There's a little bit of an intellectual depth there. There's a bit more maturity. There's a sense of, hey, like last week. Like last week. Out of the blue, Dee calls, hey, I'm just checking in to make sure you and Missy Jen are okay. I know she had her infusion several days before, and I'm just concerned because I know that the hospital she went down there. I know what's going on with a lot of hospitals and stuff, but I care enough to pick up the phone and to give you a call and ask, how's Missy Jen doing? Priceless. People like Craig Sr. on here. People like my moderators text, how are you doing? So you know what? I asked them, how are you doing? You know, I care about Missy's dad, Jen's person that she knew that passed away. I need relationships that have that level to them. Not ones about where am I going to pop my load next? Or I'm a foodie, but I fill my van to the brim with brown paper bags from McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's. But I'm a foodie. You know, more foodie than fly around the moon. So if you ask me, did I do the right thing? Yeah. Will I continue to do the right thing? I don't need to come on and cry to Dave and to cry to the chat that I can't get a toehold over in the chat anymore. Yeah, you're not welcome anymore. Okay, you wore out your welcome. It's like you got what you wanted. Live with it. Happy trails. As I said a week and a half ago, I wish you the best. I wish everybody the best. But I won't be a part of all the internal fraud that's now occurring on your channel, all the chicanery on a channel at the end of the day that's an illegal channel. Okay? A channel that shouldn't even be there. A channel because of a termination before, according to YouTube terms and conditions, you're not even allowed to have another channel. That's the reality of it. But I don't get involved in that. I don't care. I got my own thing to do. I got my own friends on here, my own people that I care about. When I think about Monkey Boy and meeting up with Ranger again, I think about meeting up with Dee. I think about Mr. Z and Vegas Vixen, Randy, meeting some new friends, Deb down there, people like JJ yesterday, Sarah. I get a smile on my face because they're normal, balanced people. They're not missing a few screws. They know how to button a shirt. They know how to drink coffee. They know how to properly use a toilet and bathroom facilities. They don't need to tell me how many times they get off a day. All right? Thank you, Tars. So, you know, leave my moderators alone. They don't bother you. Take the hint. You're not welcome here. Okay? And yeah, anybody that's supportive of you is liable to have a tough go of it here. Because there's nothing for me to be gained. I don't need to talk about you to have successful chats in a successful channel. As much as that gives you the heebie-jeebies, I don't need it. I don't want it. Okay? I want to do fun things. I want to go to clubs where normal people hang out, where I don't have to hang in the back shadows and worry about being left on the streets alone in Mexicali in the middle of nowhere because you got to go satisfy your animalistic urges. Okay? So to me, it was a good thing. It's good. You're an individual that is incapable of appreciating quality people. You are one that will continuously seek out the lowest common denominator of humanity. And yet you will talk about the people that I see on the streets and associate with and choose to talk to and give a few dollars here and there. My heart goes out to them. A lot of them can't help the way that they are or what they've become. They're too far gone. You can. And a good part of me says, you know what? I don't want to be around anyway to see the ultimate spiral and into the sea of failure. I don't want to be around to see it. I don't watch it. I don't tune in. Dave has been a friend of mine. I stop by once in a while to poke my head in. And I poke in today, and what do I see? Crybaby complaining about the way I run my chats, if you can believe that. That's what I'm saying, Jen. Hold your head up high. When you don't go there, you can tell yourself, I'm here, he's here, on an animal level. I don't have to raise my voice. I have a high enough IQ to understand when people are setting me up for failure. Okay? I don't derive anything out of it. I watch Mouse Toes do a cooking video. I get a lot out of it. I get good ideas. I watch Amy put on the boxing gloves. I have some fun. Sugarcane. There's so much more things that I want to watch than somebody with a substandard IQ attempting to be somebody by literally stepping on other people. And that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Hop Frog. There's a joy in my heart that comes from helping other people. I can't always help everybody. But damn, you can care about people. You know, every bend of the way. It's like in January, that big mouth got it into his head. Oh, I guess it was in October. Oh, Missy Jen's going back to Germany in January. Look at the trouble. You know, because the guy has no filter in his nothing. He's a guy that can put 2 and 2 together and get 5. Okay? There's nothing here for him. I've already said I've wished every success in the world. Go do your thing. Be magnificent. Take all of your wing bull jive and pack it off and move on. I don't want to be the one. I just want to be me. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thumbs up or appreciate it, everybody. So that's the way it's always going to be on here now. That's why I can't wait till this whole current situation is over to hit the road, because I don't have to worry. I'll be back in Mexico. Crybaby won't. I'll be back enjoying the good times, the normal things to do. Not have to go pounding the streets till 1 o'clock in the morning looking for a hookup. Not my thing. Hey, how you doing, Brooke? That's it. There'll be no RV, and that will be it. That'll be the end of it. But it's not a concern of mine. I don't wish that on anybody. I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to be healthy. But the simple solution is that Crybaby can't stop talking about me. Why? Because Rosie O'Kelly is always good for business. Woke up this morning, tooted around a couple channel. Oh, don't listen to Rosie. You know, unbelievable. Even in this place, when you mind your own business and do your own thing, you still find yourself a heavy topic of conversation. That's the sad reality of this place. JJ says, Rosie, you think we'll be on lockdown through June here in California? Gosh, I hope not, JJ. I don't know if people will be able to tolerate that. I don't think that they'll be bursting at the seams when it gets hot. Yep, exactly. Like Cheryl did. I did exactly what I've said I was going to do on the van and finished the job. I don't owe anybody anything else beyond that point. 4 months of absolute total comfort. Comfort that you're not going to find now. And that's it. I just hope not. Thank you, Joyce. Someone in my life don't show up in my. I don't know. You have to unsub, resub, and hit the bell there. So that's what I'm saying. So if you want to come over here and you want to pursue that line, you know, the block list has been expanded. You're not going to be able to get a toehold in here, okay? Because nobody cares about it. Nobody watches it over here. All right. I've gone in new directions. I've gone to Reno. I've gone to Vegas. I've done things here. I've done local chooches around the area that people have enjoyed the hell out of. And I don't have to talk about Crybaby. But when you sit alone in a van in the middle of nowhere with no energy, no ambition, no desire to make content, at a time when nobody gives a flying F about RVs anymore. Okay, when people are worried about holding on to their jobs and things like that, you think they're out there researching star flights? You're in checkmate, bro. It's called the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong content. All right, I'm putting content out on the Rosie Murphy channel, economic stuff, all kinds of things that people are interested in seeing. Today, put up, people got a great look at what's going on in Berkeley down there. Opening up people's eyes with real content. 4K ride through Oakland. How many people in this chat are ever going to go to Oakland, California? Probably 1 or 2. So for them, it's nice for the Julie Army moms in there to come on and say, Rosie, wow, Oakland has some pretty cool architecture. Yeah, it does. And you got to take a 10-minute ride around up Broadway, around 12th Street, all through down to the Oakland Fox Theater, all the way through the whole shebang. That's right, Libra. There are a lot of challenges for everybody ahead. For everybody ahead. I'm fearful what lays ahead. I don't dare put out my innermost thoughts about the future because my mind doesn't want to go there. It's like you guys, you get enough of that. Fox News, CNN, your local newscasts. We know what's going on. Everything in the world has been pushed to the side. Sports, arts, entertainment, leisure, boof, gone. It's all COVID all the time. Not here. Here we're going to have our laughs and we're going to have some fun. All the money will be dried up. Okay? It's the nature of things. If you're like me, you pray that we have a soft landing over the next 4 months. You pray that we get back to work. That people return to restaurants, that people return to movie theaters, that people go back to car dealerships and furniture stores, beauty salons, nail salons, restaurants galore, or we're screwed. So people want entertainment now. They want to escape that BS. Okay? Yeah, stay off of the news channels. It'll drive you batty. Open it up in the morning. Get your morning story. Turn it off for the day. Go do something else. Learn how to make that chiffon cake. That chiffon pie. Tell me how to make a Mississippi roast. Those are the things that we're going to get. Those are the things that we're going to get through. Hey, Goldie Con, how are you? Lieber said, I knew the economy would experience a shakeup, but I didn't expect so many things to be shut down in a short amount of time. We don't know. We don't know when things are going to. We do know that things are going to start. You know, there's going to be what I call the test pigeons, the test penguins that are going to go out on the ice. And the rest of us are going to be watching to see if the penguins go through the ice or not, or whether they stay on top of the ice. In other words, do we have another round of another redo again, another ramp up? That's why I keep my eyes on China and Harbin and other provinces to watch what's going on. To get a clue, but sooner or later we're all going to have to go out on the ice. Okay, and at that point, we don't know. That's not one useless. Why, Janet? Just wait and see how Dad is going to act because the other working cannot feed his family. Yeah. So it's a time. It's a time we should pull together. It's a time when we want to have some entertainment. We want things like chooches. We want to see what's going on out there, but we don't want to sit and talk about it all the time. I do that stuff on the Murphy channel for those that care to do it. But I will not have my moderators get whacked around and beaten up because they're simply doing their job. We're under no obligation to be spokespeople apologists or hosts for other people's BS on YouTube. And it's not going to fly here. So go off, learn to love it, because that's the way it is. Okay. I'm doing all sorts of furniture. That's nice. Okay. That's good. I'm not bothering. Good for you, Catherine. Staying busy. That's a good thing to do. Furniture revisiting. Thank you, Bella Grace. China's increases. Yeah, it's going to spread. You run into the saving face and the glory versus the realities of a pandemic. And I don't care whether you're China. I don't care whether you're North Korea. I don't care whether you're Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, Armenia. Put any one of those countries into the search engine and you'll see Turkey exploding there, Russia. Okay. Why am I not worried about your mods? Because they're strong. Yeah, my mods. You know, people get the idea that I got to be besties with my mods. Wrong. You know, I only have a couple things I ask. Please don't curse on the chat. Simple rule. And I'm not monetized, by the way. And number two, just don't post. If you can find a way to say anything on here, but don't post it in a hateful manner. Okay, the same things for comments. My moderators have the ability to remove comments, as all moderators do. Okay, they're not here to be abused. They're here because each of them has a tremendous amount of experience and knows what it takes to run a chat. Okay, and I will always stand up for my moderators. Some of them, like Mouse Toes, I've known just as long as almost as long as the man in the can. And at every turn, at every opportunity where the rubber hits the road, that moderator has come up with as my friend 100% of the time, never flinching. You guys remember there's been some nights here when when we had little man in the can stuff and Mouse Toes would remove herself from the chat. And what would I say the next day, chat? What would I say the next day? My God, I hope Mouse Toes doesn't throw in the wrench. I hope she didn't chuck it in last night. And the next afternoon, there she bounces up again. In other words, I care about the feelings of my mods. When I have money, I try to make sure that they get a little bit of compensation for what they do. Why? Because I care about the job that they do. It's not just the Rosie show, it's all of us together that are supposed to have a good time here on YouTube. And some of these mods carry significant burdens. I've got Missy here, aka, whose pop is in a terrible way. And I'm not speaking out of school here, I'm just saying. She doesn't come in here to battle and to fight. She comes in here to escape, get lifted up by her friends a little bit, and be validated that she matters, her feelings and herself, and she's an important person. I can look down the chat here. Bubba Bug, all these people. Hearts of gold. Don't stomp those hearts. Don't tell me these aren't good people. The Jen Jens, the Kim C's, the JK No Cows, and on and on. Cheryl's, the Missies. Just because they speak their mind, get used to it. Okay? Get used to it. It's the only thing that I can say. Might as well be the man. Let's see. Libra's on your last roll of toilet paper. Yeah, I don't like mouse toes to be mad. I like mouse toes to be happy. But I'll tell you one damn thing. Mouse toes is steel. Made of steel. There's been nights with mouse toes, like I said, that I thought that's it. She just went to the wall. That's it. Gone. Bye. And that would be a night that I would be up. That would be a night I wouldn't get any sleep thinking to myself, how in the hell do I get mouse toes back? You know, it's caring about people, caring. Now, there's been some people in my life that have demonstrated they don't really care. They gave lip service to me for years. They never really cared. Okay, a word here or there or something like that. But all of my relationship was all one side. It's everything I gave and nothing in return. I don't mind putting those things and saying bye, because you can only fool yourself so long, and then you have to face the fact that some people are better out of your life than in it. She is awesome. Yeah, well, Juice is a nut, but Juice has some tremendous loyalty. And that's a very difficult thing to find. Yeah, T-Bone said, mouse toes leaves, I leave. Well, Bubba Bug, you're a quality person. You're a quality person. Jen, you're not a black sheep. Kirsten said, looking forward to seeing apples and oranges and lemons. I will be following that process through. I don't care. Thanks, Mike Loyal. I like you and Crystal tons. Hot Frog. All of you guys. And to me, if you want to go, that's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt my feelings any. This is not directed at you guys. This is me just exercising my right to have my channel the way I want. I can't stop Crybaby from talking about me because as I've said, he's found that I'm great for business, okay? That's it. I can't turn it off. Otherwise, what would we be talking about? A can of Don Francisco? He'll always slam into this ugly reality of trying to be relevant, to try to think of the next thing to slurp, the next thing to rub on the face. You know, the next shirt that can be ill-buttoned, the next clownish move. Who in the hell wants to live their life like that? What the hell? Yeah, I mean, Poppy J, it's been the last month has really been, of the last, I would say 3 years, the best month that I've had. I always thought to myself, wow, could I really tune somebody out? You know, once in a while I would, over the years I'd check in. There was a 6 month period I didn't watch Crybaby. You know, I tuned it out. Once in a while I'd peek in. But now it's like been a solid month and I'm like, man, I don't even think about it anymore, you know? It's like I did it the same way as I quit smoking. I mean, it's just like I did it. And I'm so much better for it now. Life is so much more upbeat. I don't have to sit here and justify and explain to people why well, I wanted to do it, blah, blah, blah. And I hope it'll be a better day. And it's been a great 6 months or whatever. Nah, you know, I don't have to do that anymore. I don't have to, bigger fish to fry. I don't have to do that anymore. There's so many people that want to meet, that want to do things, that want to collaborate. I've got Kev TV down in LA, down there. So many people down in the LA area that want to get together and do stuff, and Black Bigot, and there's just so many people. Insane Chef. When the road is clear again, it's going to be off the hook. I'm not going to be sitting in the dark giving a state of the steering wheel address. Hot Frog, you're gold. I never tell anybody what to do. You know, you have your talents, Hot Frog. But you know, beyond that, Hot Frog, you and your wife are two of the kindest people on YouTube, and thoughtful people. Thank you, Angus. I appreciate that. Good night, Jen. Jen, get a nap in, honey. I had to do the same. I'm loyal by nature, but I have my limits. Exactly. So, yeah, much love to you, Jen, and thank you. Thank you very much for being you. I'm gonna go grab a drink. Yeah, if anybody hasn't hit the thumbs up, please do so. I'm just gonna grab something to drink real quick. Oh. All right, guys, let's get a good laugh here. All right, here we go. Hey, Randy, how you doing? All right, we're gonna put your favorite song on. No, it's not the Clippers song. Okay? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me. I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now. OKG Wentworth, 877 cash now. I have an annuity, but I need cash now. OKG Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. They help thousands, they'll help you too. One lump sum of cash, they will pay to you. If you get long-term payments, but you need cash now. OKG Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now. It's your money. It's your money, man. OKG Wentworth, 877 cash now. Oh, man. God, it's great to be an American. You know, with J.G. Wentworth, if you've got a structured settlement and you need cash now. It's my money. Man, I love that. I love that, man, that J.G. Wentworth. Remember that? I love the Viking. They have the opera one. They have the opera one too. I absolutely adore that. I love good commercials that you remember forever. Like the Coca-Cola commercials at Christmas time and at the Super Bowl. I woke up singing "It's yummy in my tummy." Yeah, sign me up. Yeah, where in the hell's my check? So that's a classic commercial. And believe it or not, J.G. Wentworth is still in business. I thought they were one of those flash in the pans that the 2008 collapse kind of took out. Yeah, we do need cash now. We definitely do. Do you still own the GMC RV? No, I sold the GMC RV in 2017. Maybe 2016, because I worried about when there was a channel here called Wonderlust Estate that he had a 75 GMC and he ran into massive problems with it. And I thought, well, I'm 2 years older. I've done a great job restoring this. Somebody had already contacted me with a standing offer, which was almost double what I paid for it. I just let it go at that point. So that was a commercial. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Yeah. My baloney has a first name. Yeah, that's it. It's Moscar. Yeah, that was a great one. Yeah, the Jerry Garcia RV. I said to Jerry, I said I was out there at outside of Stockton, and you can see the videos. I said, Jerry, does the generator work? He's like, yeah. I said, could you start it up for me? Well, it doesn't work on the inside switch, but hold on a minute. I got to go get a spoon. I'm like, what the hell? He comes out with a spoon and touches two electrical contacts together. I'm like, okay. I'm like, Jerry, that's going to be a new flight systems control board on that. It's going to be 150, but okay, yeah, it's just not, okay, cool, okay. Jerry, have you kept the registration up on this? Yeah. Okay, well, we have to go over to DMV. See, I'm not one of these people that takes your word for it, all right? So we go over to DMV, $400 of back registrations. Yeah, I'll pay it, don't worry. Yeah, Jerry, I made Jerry more nervous every hour than I made I made Jerry so nervous. It's like everything was like, yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to fix that. That's gonna cost this. Hey, LaPoof, how are you? Good to see you, honey. Happy Easter to you too, darling. I used to, yeah, I could have had a V8. I like the Hawaiian punch. How would you like a nice Hawaiian punch? Sure. Cocoa for Cocoa Pops. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? But that was a good time. I'm buying that rig, and that was a white knuckle ride. I've never driven anything so long. And just that floating on those airbags and on the really bumpy Highway 12 coming in was scary as hell for me. Yellow bird, come fly away with me. To fly away, do, la da 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 do, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. I'm lousy with the words, but I sure remember the tunes. That's for darn sure. Ah, yeah, the Kool-Aid, man. I still like my cherry Kool-Aid. Still like that. She seemed calm. She seemed calm. Anyway, yeah, that was good. That was a good time picking up that RV, but that was way too much for me to handle. It was way too old. Just came across the video. Yeah, I have playlists. Did you see the second rig I bought? The 1998, 1988 Coachman camper van. and getting that thing back home and driving that. You can see that riding on the road. Missy Jen was there doing the videos and things. Yeah, so it was all good. I enjoyed it, but now I've got the perfect travel vehicle. 30 miles to the gallon, absolute stealth, right? Um, Comfortable sleeping in the back. I've proven that I can sleep in February in Reno, no problem in the back. 2 nights sleeping in there. A little chilled that I did it, and I also survived 100 plus degree and 90% humidity in Detroit and Chicago. So it's been like the perfect vehicle for me. Yeah, check it out, Joe Pack. I've got lots of playlists of restoring the GMC. Travels, Missy Jen and I, meeting Jason Brentwood years ago. He hasn't been around in years. Gone to the RV park up in Windsor and up in Healdsburg. So lots of good stuff. Yeah, that was, you saw the one with the hippie. That was Jerry Garcia. Everything he had to work around, starting a generator with a spoon. Oh man, those were the days. Now I just wanted, hey Fetties, happy Easter. Now I just wanted something that would be dependable as could be. And I went through 6 months of hell with this one while they figured out and fixed they had a recall item. But damn, this thing has been like gold for me. There's something to said. That's right, Janice. There's something, Jan Adams. There's something to be said for being stealth. Every night, Crybaby had to worry about where am I gonna put the van, and I'd be like, I'm just putting it right in front of the store, right here, just sliding it right in. I don't care if they're banging shopping carts around, screaming, hooting, hollering. Ain't nobody gonna bother me here, and they never did. Yeah, when I was telling him he looked like Jerry Garcia, thank you, Poplar. He didn't laugh. He was sweating. He was nervous. You could tell I had the envelope of cash and I was kind of just thumbing through it, just making sure Jerry could see all the hundreds. And he was getting, real. Real nervous, like the deal could just crater it at any moment. I hate Lucky Beans. I didn't think was that a bad thing to tell somebody who looked like Jerry Garcia. Jerry Garcia is like a minor small God, a god around these parts, right? I mean, he's you mentioned Jerry Garcia and Mickey Hart and Grateful Dead around here, man. This is the home base. Right. I thought Jerry would be down with the program. But like I said, he was all business. Get that money. He didn't expect me to take him over to the DMV though. We sat there and the sweat was just pouring off. I don't even remember what I ended up paying for Joe Pack. That was 5 years ago. With this weather crap happening and putting back, will you still come to Lake Havasu? Brooke, yes, I will. Yes, I will. At least I'll get down to Lachlan and down in that area. It's very frustrating to me, Brooke, because I look forward to meeting you and hanging out. What's frustrating to me is I don't know. I can't plan anything. I got Tara coming in early May, and I've been told Tara I'm not sure if you're going to be able to do it or not. Who in the hell knows? And then the following weekend, I wanted to take off the 11th for Vegas and do a week down there. But what's the point? I can't do any planning at all. but I can work on getting stuff done around here in Missy Jen's. Tomorrow's Missy Jen's work farm tomorrow after my morning chooch and little coffee with you guys. It's going to be the whole shooting match tomorrow. Can you teach me the wise ways to tune out the world that way to ignore banging shopping carts in a reaming shop? I just, yeah, the Grateful Dead. If you're tired enough, you'll sleep. I don't put it right up front by the shopping cars. We've had guys out there discharging guns at night. We've guys fighting at 4 a.m. in parking lots and stuff. But some places are super quiet, and some places, but I'd rather be there than on a residential street somewhere. Okay. Hello, elbow bait and tackle. I like you can tell by a tree by its fruit. Um, I like the apple never falls far from the tree. Is that the same? Is that the same kind of thing? Roseanne named her kid after Jerry Garcia. Anyway, I like boondocking. You can save so much money boondocking. But that's another thing. Who knows when the gyms become operational again? Who knows? They might just, I don't know, they might restrict the showers and things. I don't know. They might be one of the last areas that the state's allowed to open. I have no idea with all the sweat and crap on machines and things. Who knows? Who knows? Uh, well, David Moore, I'm not sure about it. You can tell a tree by its fruit. I don't know. I never believe in bringing people's families in or things. I just take people as an individual unit. So, I mean, there's people in Crybaby's family that have been incredibly normal and nice to me. Narse being one of them, Sister Janet. None of this, fog-brained, animalistic, missing link, thinking. Hey, Arc Lighting, how are you? I'm ready to go back to the gym. I need the hot muscle guys to look at. There you go, Joseph. For me, it's all about I'm walking tremendous number of miles a week. And I find that's really great exercise. Really great exercise. Let's see, Maddox on there. People all rushing in for a shower. Yeah, you guys, I mean, it's good. Most of the Planet Fitnesses are well run. Some of them you get that don't have any hot water, and it is what it is. That's all relative to the area that the Planet Fitnesses in Toronto were top flight, and the ones in El Centro in the middle of the California Central Valley and the hot as hell were not so great. It all depends. Our gyms here that are cutting off memberships to people who have local addresses. Where is that, Brooke? I don't know. I can't imagine Planet Fitness makes too much money off of nomads. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea about that. It'd be very difficult because if you're a Black Card member, like I am, then you're allowed to use any gym. You're paying money for that. I agree. I'm walking 6 to 8 miles a day. That's good, JJ. JJ, you're looking good. The ladies all voted you Rookie of the Year here on on the Rosie O'Kelly channel, JJ, with his fine Cadillac. How about JJ? Woo! JJ was ready for action out there on the streets of Oakland. I was waiting for JJ to do a sideshow for me. Yeah, I think most Chinese restaurants are very resilient. They'll reopen because their payrolls tend to be very slim with just family members and all that. I mean, each person is a tree if it has bad fruit, burn it. Yeah. You can figure out a no frill shower for little rascal. Yeah, it's Craig. I don't want to be one of those people to be on a Walmart parking lot showering or I just in my mind coming up, uh, travel is going to be down for a long time. So when hotels do reopen, I'm still predicting that Las Vegas, they'll have an initial surge of people that'll go in, and then the people joblessness and that stuff will be hitting. And they'll be dropping resort fees, and you'll see hotels, so many places will be dirt cheap. It'll be more cost effective to just stay at a hotel, you know. So, yeah, yeah, I was in the right city. Not Planet Fitness or any. Oh, just some local ones. Okay, yeah. No, you're not over the hill, JJ. The ladies all gave you a thumbs up yesterday. They said, man, JJ was looking so fine. Perfect color Cadillac, too, black. Yeah, the wage. How you doing, Madowix? Nice to see you. The waitresses are illegal workers. They can't even speak any English. My husband and kids said I can't go to Texas or travel until 2021. Well, good. It is what it is, Julie. It's nice to be loved. Nice to be loved. Enjoy it. Relish it. I'm going to take a hit on tours campers, but I'm not going to be hurt like many. Good for you, not good for business. Stanford says social distance has to last till August. Mace, that's what I'm saying, David Moore. June, May, June. What's in store for professional sports? Will there be an NFL season? God, I hope so, Ace. I hope so. It's bad enough, baseball, but don't take my football away. Don't take my LeBron James, my Lamar Jackson. Let's see. Cobra John said when the business is finally reopened, there'll be far fewer. It's going to be a long time for recovery before you get something for free. I'm going to take the opposite tack, Cobra John. I'm going to say they're going to be given away to the house. Points, memberships, club memberships. I'm saying they're going to be given away to the house they're going to club each other over the head to fill up their hotels. We'll see what happens. It'll be a nice academic point. We'll see what happens. We'll see if capitalist economics, free market, the invisible hand works or collusion works amongst hotels. We shall see. Good head on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're scheduled to go back to work on May 5th. I'm tentatively scheduled to go down to Vegas on the 11th. But who knows? Might push it to midweek. I'm not quite sure. See what it's going to take. See if Dee's going to. I'm glad Dee made it home to be able to just hunker down. Yeah, that's what I say, Joe. We're all going to be paranoid when they let us go back to normal. It's going to be a long time. Think of the Fremont Street experience when we were down there and people were shoulder to shoulder with the bands playing, and everybody's going to be looking to the person on their left. They're going to be looking them in the eye. They're going to look if they look sick or not. Anybody that coughs, restaurants can't pack people together. People are like, shit, I'm not sitting that close to them. Are you kidding? Everything will be about distancing. Everything will be about distancing, in my opinion. So we shall see. We'll see what happens. Um, but it's not the kind of thing that people are going to get over. Plus, we don't really know, Joe Pack, what job losses are going to look like. They're figuring another 7 million people. The backlog clears of the last 3 weeks at some of these state employment offices. So now we're up to 23 million people, 15%. Who in the hell knows? How much appetite are people going to have for traveling? I mean, the average person will be hunkered down at their, yeah, boss, I'm working. It's going to be something out of Charles Dickens. Bob Cratchit, yes, Mr. Scrooge. What can I do for you? Did you put another piece of coal in the furnace? I did. I was a bit cold, Mr. Scrooge. I'll be docking that out of your pay. Sorry, Mr. Scrooge. We had 10 years where the employee had a lot of power. They could crumple up their apron and just throw it in the corner and walk out the door and walk right into another job. Maybe not so easy this time. I suspect we'll be coming into an era where the employer gets the upper hand. And that'll be okay for a year or so, and then the friction will develop. And you'll start to have that 1930s push towards unionization again and all that kind of crap. We shall see. Well, if I had to pick a city that's worse situated, Cobra John, for recovery, I would have to pick Las Vegas because it is the ultimate service only city. Every bit of tax revenue derives from gaming, hoteling, not every bit, for the most part. Okay, there's not much indigenous business. Everything is dependent on that. Metro already laid off 100 people. Police department. All right, we see what's coming. Joe Pack said, who's going to be in the mood to go back to work? Some people may start enjoying it. Well, some people will be paid not to go back to work a lot, 600 extra. I was making 600 a week. Now I'm making 1,200 a week. Woo! Get me, Ma. Look at me. I made a success. I made a success. Yeah, Cheryl says, I miss the camaraderie. Sonny says, I've always loved being socially distant. Woo! Been digging this. Good for you, Sonny. Keep those wolves at bay, honey. Back off. Don't breathe on me. Can you imagine who in the hell is going to lean over your desk anymore? Hey, Cheryl, could you come over and give me a hand for a second? Yeah, Cheryl puts her hand. Yeah, let me see. They're not going to do that. It's like, Cheryl, you're breathing on me. Plumbers union is pushing for hazard pay. Yeah, socialism, well, it's a natural thing when you got to have the government underwrite everything. Hello, socialism, 2020. Yellow bird. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Let it fly away. Do 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 do. Yellow bird. La da 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 do do. That's probably why we haven't seen Tribe much lately. He's probably down there pushing a popsicle cart now in Vegas. Union gave us 100 respirators, had to cost a mint. Oh, wow, okay. It's a crapshoot. Vegas has a huge backing from there, willing to take a chance. In the past, they've always won. Well, we'll see, Cobra John. It'll be a good intellectual exercise. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Hot Frog says a part-time job I had was scooping ice cream at Thrifty's. Was a union. I paid full union, but I worked part-time. I didn't get any benefits. Still had to pay. Yeah, there you go, Hot Frog. I was a member of a Teamster. I worked at Good Humor. I never got jack shit as a benefit out of the Teamsters Union, but I paid, and I had a really crappy shop steward, really lousy. He hated college pukes. uh, all right, well, Joe Pack, you head out there first. I want you to be the first penguin on the ice out there. I'll stand at the shore and watch you go out on the ice. Most of these hotels can stay afloat for 15 to 18 months without any business. Deb, I heard the burn rate at some places is something on the order of $1.5 million a day. I heard Boyd Gaming can go 3 to 5 months. Caesars Group can go about 6 months. Wynn can go about 11 months. Macau has been open for weeks in China. Remember, Macau is on the Pearl River Delta. You have Hong Kong on one side and Macau on the other. This was a British colony. Hong Kong, this was a Portuguese colony, Macau, on the Pearl River. Macau has been open for business for weeks, and it's a ghost town over there, okay? Absolute ghost town. We just have to see what's going on. Let me make sure I got that right about the, let me see that. I was reading that a couple weeks ago. I follow Win and some of the stocks. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Here we go. This was March 25th. 8 casino operators burned through a combined $27.5 million per day. MGM, which closed all of 20 of its properties, spending $14.4 million per day. Okay, Monarch Resorts, Red Resorts, and which Monarch, which owned casinos in Reno and down 300,000 a day. MGM, they're just talking about the burn rates on these things. They're high. Las Vegas Review Journal on was that 3 weeks ago? Bailey Schultz did a column. Boyd Gaming is burning about 3.2 million daily during this and would run out of cash in about 9.4 months. MGM Resorts is burning 14.4 million a day and will run out in 9 months. Penn National is burning 6.4 million and has 5.2 months. Golden Entertainment 1 million a day burn and 10 months. So it's, you know, it's tough. Very high burn rates. And do you really want to burn through every bit of your cash? You know. That's it. Las Vegas casino companies burning up to 14.4 million a day. So that's pretty ugly. And the casino industry is way over leveraged. Too much debt. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I lost my ass in cruise line stock. What the hell kind of stock should I buy then? Can't buy Campbell's soup, okay? Buy Campbell's soup, buy Conagra, buy General Mills. All right. Think of how many of us slobs are learning to cook at home now. Okay? How many people haven't opened up a can of Campbell's soup in 20 years? They'll be opening a lot of them. Probably 3 to 4 months, much weaker, yeah. What was that, Craig? What was the question? I missed the question. What was the show? Let me see. Cheryl. Oh, that was Teamster all stocking shelves. The union. Yeah, my union steward was a dick. What was a kids show? We only had black and white. Let's see. That's all we had. That local show. What was it called? I don't know. Rant, what is that? So, okay, I never really went in. I'll show my. Does anyone know Saturday morning with Andy, Divine, and Froggy with his magic? No, I never heard of that. I had Beanie and Cecil, and I had Tennessee Tuxedo and Chumley, and Professor Whoopi. Right, Chumley? All right, Chumley, we must go see Professor Whoopi. Do 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 do. Well, that would be a nice thing, Cobra John said. The mob will be back in Vegas just like we had in the 70s. You know what, Cobra John? I would welcome that. God, those were the days when a guy could make a decision that you didn't have to have a freaking player's card in your hand, okay? A lot of these hotels, Cobra John, you have a really good point. Some of these hotels, some of these hotel groups, if they go bankrupt, may break up some of the pieces. Look at how Caesars got all overbought. Okay, with tons of mountains of debt. And you could see some cats come in and just have individual ownership of casinos like the old days, and you could have the mob slipping back in again, and God, I would welcome it. Yeah, what the hell is this? What are you giving me, a player's card? What the hell? What do you want me to do with this, huh? Take that computer and smash that son of motherfucker thing. I want to see this player card and get this thing out of here. Anybody wants something, you tell them to go up and talk to one of the bosses on the floor, okay? Get that thing out of my face. When we had fun, hey Trixie, bring back the good fellas. That's what I'm saying. I yearn for those days again. I yearn for that. When you had individual personality within a casino, and people could feel loyalty to that place, and they'd walk in the door and they would know them. One of these 10-point senior Tuesday from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. and all that. Yeah, you wore a suit and tie. You look good, man. What are you doing? Are you washing cars today, or are you working the floor? You look like the man in the can. What are you doing? Look, here's 500. Go down the street, get yourself some nice shirts and a tie, and God, get yourself some pants, man. You look like shit. Tell him Maury sent you down. Yeah, there you go, Trixie. They extended the credit expiration. That's like Cheryl, my United Airlines card. Do, 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 do. Same kind of deal. We never got an airplane wearing shorts and flip flops. What are you talking about? You come into my joint looking, you want a job from me? I got your job. Get over here, slap. Punks come in here in my establishment, think you're gonna want a job, Frankie? Set me up. Yeah, I'll set you up, you dumb mother. Get down there and get down there to Frankie Lee's Hong Kong Tailor. Get yourself a couple suits. You look like shit. Wow, look at Cheryl. I'm 7 stars with Caesars, and I always dress nice at check-in. Well, Cheryl, you just blew your cover, honey. I don't even want to imagine. Like I'm like you have 7 stars, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Below one, you have one of the 5 points of the star. I'm a .20 star member. When I check into the Oasis at the Gold Spike, I don't have a player card, honey. I have to get almost on my knees and beg for a drink coupon. Okay. 7 stars at Caesars. Can you imagine that? Hey, Charla. Julie's like, we used to cop ourselves cartons of cigs and food. Yeah, Cheryl likes to play. I mean, somebody's got to be a high. I can't even imagine. I couldn't even imagine checking the rack rate at Caesars. Okay. I mean, it's like you want to talk about the glass ceiling. Here's Rosie, right? I'm looking up skirts. And here's Cheryl 17 levels above checking into the checking into the Caesar's Palace. Holy smokes. Wow. Royalty in our midst. Well, I don't guess Cheryl's going to come down and hang out at the Gold Spike down there across from the most ghetto 7-Eleven in America. Is she? I don't want to even ask Cheryl what she racks in at the craps table with. Okay, collar it 1,000 in. Collar it up. 25 on the line, 50 behind. New shooter coming out. My Charlotte says my sister has the highest player card ever. She goes, but she has the money to earn it. Oh well, okay, well. All right, take care, Craig. I don't gamble anymore. I used to love playing blackjack in the day when I was in high school. El Rancho made a couple questions, but I was scared the crap out of me. Like though. That's good, Cobra John. For me, you guys know my methodology, and it's done darn good for me. $20 a day, maximum coin in. You either hit and get into that sub game, or you walk out the door down only $20 on a day. And it's been foolproof for me. It's been great. And it is just borne out. I mean, Dee has sat there with me, and it's like, holy smokes. Another golden, but golden nugget is real nice. Yeah, I could deal, high-low horn bet, world bet. Yeah, give me all the hard ways. You got to be pretty good at slapping down those odds. I've seen some dealers funk up some payouts and stuff, and that's when a good box person's sitting there watching, like, puts their hand over. Real cool, because they don't want to show any incompetence. They'll just put the hand over, and then they'll pull it back, and they'll look up at the dealer, and the dealer will be, oh yeah, okay, real smooth. But who's going to stand at a craps table with people breathing and yeah, we got to have social distancing. Now we have 2 players per craps table here. Line away, don't you pay? That's it. I love the golden nugget. I love the pool up top side. I love the whole shebang. I like the Dotties here. That's cool. I think I won some money in the Dotties one time, Deb. And that was nice. All right, take care, David. Palace Station's nice too, Chef. You and O.J. Simpson have that in common. Hey, Jay Berlin. We had lots of trucks and trailers. How you doing, Jay? Nice to see you. Hope you had a good Easter. Charlotte, like I'm like you, Rosie. I bet 20 if the machine doesn't hit, I move on. It's paid off. That's it. I'll never lose more than 20 bucks a day. Now that means sometimes my gambling is 4 minutes long. Sometimes it's 10 minutes. If I get into some of those sub games, I could be sitting there an extra 5 or 6 minutes when that thing's going nutty. All I'm hoping is to get into a sub game and then add cash out and walk away. That's it. No one, supposed to be flown to Tahoe. Supposed to be flown down along in the Tahoe will be nice. Janet and I were talking about going to Gordon Ramsay's um, restaurant that was opening at the Harvey's there in Tahoe. But good timing, Gordon, huh? I think I wanted Dottie's. I want to refill. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna hit a little bourbon in this tonight. Yellow bird, come fly away with me. La, do, do, la, da, 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 do, 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 to fly away. Do, 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 ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba, do, ba, do, ba, ba, do, ba, do, do, ba, do, da, 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 do. Yellow bird, come fly away with me. Yellow bird. Da, 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 da. I think I want to spike this up with a little bit of bourbon tonight. I don't usually do this. Use a little Jim Beam here tonight, huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Gotta get ready for Caribou. Caribou. All right. Yep. Hey, Marcel, man, how you doing? Woo! Yeah, it's Easter. I haven't had the hard stuff in a while. Cheers, everybody. Ah, yeah. Um, yeah. I'm gonna need you to work this weekend. What was that? What was that movie? Yeah, full of slam ham. Must sleep. Don't wait for me. Don't look back. There you go. How you doing, Myra? Myra, I don't think you were here this morning, but thank you very much for yesterday. That was awful sweet of you, honey. Much appreciated. Thank you. Nice to see the legend herself, Marcel Mann, in the chat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cheers, everybody. This is has everybody been sleeping okay? I find myself going to sleep and waking up like 3 a.m. and then I'll click on my Lenovo pad for about a half an hour and then I'll go back to sleep and get up about the six something like that. It's weird. My sleep has been like awful. Jay, we had penne pasta with Prego sauce, and I cooked up some Italian sausages, sweet Italian sausages. It was very tasty. So I had a nice plate of that. It was delicious. So that should hold me well into tomorrow evening. Yeah, I keep waking up. Yeah, I'm going to bed early. I guess so. I don't know. Uh, I just get fidgety. Everything's off kilter. I just can't plan anything, and you know. No, Angus says no, no, couldn't, No, couldn't sleep before the shitstorm. Now worse. Oh yeah, yeah. Craig's like same here. Up before the damn birds get up. Am I Italian? I'm an honorary Italian. Okay. All right. What are you talking about? Huh? I should get a mouthful of crackers and talk like the Godfather. What do I tell you? What do you want to? Jay's coming over. There we go. When you're good and lit, I'd like to discuss Sony versus GoPro. There you go, Marcel, man, the very famous one of all. Good night, Dave. No, Charlotte, I just think we got a lot on our minds. You know, there's a lot of, we got family. How many of us have family we worry about? Julie's been through the mill. Vicky has a daughter that's a respiratory therapist. I mean, there's many people in here that are either in the front line, Lindsay, some other people that are working their asses off, and people that worry about family. I mean, I don't know what shape my daughter's in, somewhere in the Middle East, you know, deployed, I don't know. You know, substandard facilities, and I got no idea if they're being ravaged by, you know, total blackout, zero communication. It's like I'll communicate again in 6 months. That's it. Who knows? Did you have takeout for that? I'm still afraid to get takeout with Missy Jen, Joey D. I haven't gotten takeout. So, yeah, Charlotte, I agree. We got a lot of people that we worry about. Family members. There's a lot wrong with the world. Exactly. And I worry about other people. Missy's dad, and Julie's been through hell with her daughter with cornholio virus. You know, I worry about Joey D. United States Air Force retired. Boss and Janet. It's a lot of things. Bobby. A lot of people I worry about. A lot of people that I worry about. Missy Jen. She thinks she's indestructible. If she ever got corona, gone. Gone. Fast. These people just think they're invincible, and of course they're not. Sorry, guys. I was just. All right, my kid had to GoFundMe for help with medical. People attacked her. Was kicking the gut. People were terrible even now. Well, a lot of people are gun shy in here. Julie, I hate to say it, there's a really checkered history of fidelity when it comes to things like that. It's a real leap of faith for people because so many of us have been so burned over the years with fake medical illnesses and fake situational things in life that we've gotten burned. And people that we raised money for ended up abusing that. So you have to remember a lot of people have been really, it's like a pinball that's very scuffed up in the machine. Okay, so I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, be. Oh, she's talking outside of YouTube. Okay, well, I don't know how you promote it off of YouTube if you have a GoFundMe, but God bless. It's tough sledding. It's really tough sledding. Some people have been very abusive with fundraising and super chats and charitable things, and it's all been a royal mess. It's been a cluster fukk. So I'm sorry that happened. People's loyalties change, and yeah. Juice says I blame Shay's fake cancer, but I don't ever remember Shay ever having a GoFundMe. Juice. Scott says Happy Easter. Lake County and San Roe. I don't chat much, but watch. Okay, thank you, Scott. You ever want to meet up down here? That would be fun. Are you in Lucerne or which part of Lake County are you at? Are you on the lake? Uh, oh, okay, Julie. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I'm sorry, Julie. I honor everybody's right to do whatever they want. If you want to have a Patreon, have it. If you want to have super chat, you want to have PayPal's, you want to have GoFundMe's, have it. But everything these days entails a risk. I told her to shut it down. We'll make it work. Okay, Julie, good. So I don't know if it's good or not. It's like when the real sufferers need pain meds and the abuse res ruin it. Yeah. It's what happened, Charlotte. I mean, you know that, honey. I mean, the Boyd. Before you guys came on the Boyd, the Boyd really being born in the summer of 2015, we have seen it all down here. We have seen it all. Thank you, Joe Pack. Oh, the shit that we have seen down here on the Boyd. There's probably been conservatively $60,000 to $75,000 raised down here, of which probably 10% has been appropriately placed. So it's been tough. Hey, Bill Ellis says, I take coupons. Vegas fixing. What's going on, honey? Juice has seen it all. Juice has all of his campaign ribbons from all of the crap that went on for all the years, as has Vegas Fixin'. She's seen it all, and I have to tell you, Vegas Fixin', it's unbelievable when somebody I lent $1,500 to doesn't even bother to return a text message. This is what burns me up on YouTube. In somebody's darkest hour of need, I came through for this person like gangbusters. And now when I could use a little payback to help my own situation, I don't even exist. This to me is what's so terrible about the Boyd. And one of the most glorious things about Vegas Fiction is the one person that I gifted money to, gifted money to, didn't never wanted to see it back, paid me back in spades. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Cheryl. Hey, Kay. No, I'm not talking about Vegas Fiction. I'm talking about Cat, the Glamorous Life, and my disappointment about that. But like I told Missy Jen last year, I said, you have to give in the expectation that you're never going to get it back. You ask one time, and that's it. But you can feel proud of yourself because at that moment you stood up and you tried to be a human being. You tried to do the very best you could to somebody that was in dire need. And for that, I believe you can feel good to walk among the righteous. So you lick your wounds and you move on. Lesson learned. I will never understand in life how some people are wired, how mentally corrupted they are, how conscienceless they are, how totally bereft of obligation and the thoughts of responsibility. But then you think about YouTube is a swirl of a screwed up mental state. It is what it is. Thank you. Thank you, Angus. It's fine. We walk and keep our head high. And this is why I say to Julie's Army Mom, now you give with the expectation that no matter what somebody ever says, it's just a gift. You know, all you can do is just hope for the best. But does that make us suckers? Does that make us idiots? Does that make us chumps? No. It makes us people of quality because in somebody's moment of real need, we prove the human spirit of caring at that moment. We can't be responsible for other people's lapse of conscience, fidelity, caring. What do? We just have to push it behind us and move on. These are the things that makes me sad on the Boyd. So when I have people that come along like Missy, like Julie Army Mom, people that are of quality individuals, these are the people that that carry the cross of failure of others in life. And for those people, they are the people that exactly, Goldie Con, good intentions. They're the people I feel truly sorry for. The people that have a world of responsibility on their shoulders and now limited options for caring people to step forward and make a difference in their lives. Corruption, graft, scheming, theft, misappropriation, game playing, dishonesty, subterfuge. It's terrible. You have to have been there or done it. Yeah, I hear you, Libra. Everybody can tell a story. Oh, you're in Clear Lake, your parents. Oh, thank you, Blackhearted. I appreciate that, honey. Thank you very much. Sweetie, you. I'm not on here to hit the money tree. Thank you, sweetie. I'm just telling it like it is. Well, Ace Carson, that's fine, man, because it doesn't cost you a dime to sit in the pew and listen. Facts hurt, but that's the way it is. Hey, Laura, how you doing, honey? I'm not going to talk about Laura just to say this, because Laura is a great friend of mine. We've been down the road. We've had our yo-yos. There's a person I felt terrible at when had a love pet that was loved to the nth degree. Peanut. And in a moment of need, emotionally devastated, the one person, the one thing in life that she has to hang on to, and Peanut's got some kind of weird growth. And it hurt me that nobody came forward and helped on that. It is what it is. Much love to you, Laura. And I hope you had a wonderful Easter. Yeah, some preachers made huge bucks and some died penniless, Ace. Some people were short on theatrics that were preachers, but they were long on the word, but they were short on the theater. But they weren't short on caring, that's for sure. Hey Lisa, how you doing, sweetie? There's a long-standing friend of mine that's always given 250%. Much love to you, Lisa. Nope, the coconut cake is not demolished, but I've got to watch my figure. I had penne with Italian sausage tonight. The last thing this gal needs is a slice of coconut cake or a pint of Haagen-Dazs butter pecan ice cream. As much as I'd like to tuck into that, I'll just content myself with a bourbon and Diet 7-Up tonight. Bill Ellis says, yesterday and today you seem down. Is everything okay? I guess I've just had the realization tonight, Bill, that our world is going to be changed for a long time. I guess I'm pining for the old days of not being socially distant with people. I'm imagining a world of without shaking a hand, without giving a high five, without giving somebody a hug. You know, and without being toe to toe at a bar, or dancing at the Piranha Club in Las Vegas, or hanging out with my friends and looking at each other like, are you a carrier? Or, you know, the world's changing, Bill Elias, and it's finally hitting home with me a little bit. We got a long way to go here. You know, I'm rosy. I'm like, okay, let's get the pain over with. Let's get the party back on. Well, I came to the realization on Easter, the party's not going to be on for a while. It is what it is. Thank you, Lisa. Love you too. It's just you're lucky in life if you have quality people like Vegas Vixen and Lisa in your life. I mean, I think to myself how lucky I am. Yeah, we got to have herd immunity. That's what I'm thinking about. But we're kind of fooling ourselves with these little baby steps to get to the reality that herd immunity is what always does it in the end. All right, we got to get to the herd immunity. Yeah, we're strong people, Laura. You're a strong person. Yeah. Uh, yeah, the younger generation of today have no idea what they're going to be missing. I'll tell you, rave parties and mosh pits. I thought today, sitting in a stadium, sitting in an arena with 50,000 rabid fans at a stadium hooting and hollering. We built our way of life in America around that common shared experience. We're not cut out to be hermits. And I guess today, Bill Ellis, it kind of hit me that life is going to be a little bit different. Face masks are going to be a part of the future for a while. There's Ace Carson's like, Ace Carson's the commandant of face masks here, quality control, ISO 2000. Yeah, driving home trashed and not getting caught. Yeah, getting wet and messy isn't going to be a PC a while. Thank you, Perfect. Nice to see you, honey. I never did a mosh pit, did you? Yes, I did. Yeah. Bella says, I would love to hear the different stories of what really brought people to the Boyd. For me, the Boyd, I was one of the people that Boyd was built around. Drury, Crybaby, Vegas Vixen, So Fugget, Corey. There were probably 20 people that were core Boyd members. And then communities just grew. But the backbone was always the RV community. That was the common thread that brought people on the hangout. As for what I'm always curious, what brought Rory in? No RV, little glamour puss, 5 feet nothing or whatever. The little sex pot. I have no idea what brought Vegas Vixen in, but I know that her friendship has been one of the greatest things in my life for years. But that's a really good question, Bella Grace. What brought people to the Boyd? What brought a quality individual like Lisa in? She's OG Boyd. She's been around since the beginning. It's a really good question. Garage tapes, Ace. No, but you went for the Harley, Lisa, for the sexier look, right? Bella says I ended up in Boyd due to severe tragedy in my family. It takes a certain person to be in Boyd. It takes a person as tough as nails. It takes a person that understands that the Boyd is the Wild West of YouTube. When people tell you things happen on Boyd and things happen to people that don't happen in other communities in Boyd, it's true. The first real fracture that came down was e-begging versus non-e-begging. Jimmy Rants, with his preaching, don't come on here and e-beg, and all that whole crew. and that whole fight of nomadic fanatic and whether people have the right to come on and ask for money on YouTube. And the rest is history. Did you ever watch? Yes, I remember Rufus and Doofus very well. Chico, I love Chico. He would be down at the, staying at the, whatever. I don't know if it was the Odd Fellows campground or whatever. He was a fraternal brother. I don't know whether it was international benevolent protectorate of the elk or whatever. I sure do. Boy, do I remember Rufus and Doofus. And how saddened I was in RV Debs when Chico passed away. And I'm always grateful for that family that took care of him for those couple months. I thought that he would make it through. You know, what brought people for me, I'll tell you, was a small and it was a kindness from the start. I did that. There's somebody I'm looking forward to meeting in person, Lisa. You know what? We'll have a nice lunch or a nice dinner, and there won't be any subterfuge or, you know, yeah. Tell me what it was really like. There's Hot Frog. Yeah, I did Saturday night for years. Yes. The Saturday night hangouts, the Wednesday and Saturday nights. But, you know, I ask you this though, Lisa. Don't you think I put in my time on that? 2 years was a long time. 1 year every Wednesday and Saturday, and another year of every Saturday night. Two years of doing that. Everybody has their sell-by date, you know? That's tough. Marcel's like, I've invited you many times to come visit North Korea, but no, you know, I'm going to blow you guys away. I would love to visit North Korea. The only problem I have with North Korea is that you have to do a state-sponsored tour, which means that you have the pre-programmed, it's like a Disneyland, like a Disney World ride. You get onto It's a Small World and they're going to take you around. You're going to lay flowers at the great statue of great leader. You're going to stay at a beautiful state hotel and blah, 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 eat wonderful food and meet a model family. Welcome to our home. And you're going to be fed a steady diet of bullshit. Okay. Therefore, it doesn't make it an experience that I really care to see. I'm all about authenticity. That's why I go out chooching in places like Oakland. I want the real deal. That's it. Thank you, Lisa. It's like, heck yeah, put in your time. Cold and windy. I don't even know what happened. You can see my subtitle in there. Where in the heck is spring? There you go, Julie. Put 1 foot in the DMZ for a second and a half. Well, Lisa, they would let you out. Just don't go ahead and take any posters down, propaganda posters. I think of that poor bastard that nipped a poster off of a wall to take back as a souvenir, and they beat him senseless to the point he was just a vegetable, and he died last year. I can't think of his name. You know, there's still a very wicked, authoritarian, terrible cult of evil country that will beat you senseless for taking a propaganda poster. Yeah, don't forget Tuesday on Boondeckers. Yeah, one of my doctors had defected from there. I've heard some stories. Wow. I knew somebody that swam over from across from North Korea into China and made their way to Thailand from there. So I'd love to go, but I don't need to see a Disneyland. I can just imagine. I don't need to go do the BS tour and write about it like everybody else did. You know, just you're not going to get anything out of it. I'm telling you what, Vegas Vixen, you better clear your damn calendar for early May, because I'm bringing my ass down there, honey, and you're gonna pull you out of hiding, Mr. Z. And you know what? We're gonna celebrate the end of the cornholio. We're gonna get shit faced down there. All right. I don't care if we're sitting around the pool till 2 a.m. just drinking away. All right. I'm going to have a lot of payback for what I'm going through now. I need payback time. That's what I need. Payback time. Things are changing. Trump's wall is for all of us. Anyway, Ace Carson, it's good to hear you. Good to see you here. I hope your family's doing okay and everybody's all right in your life. Yeah, warm beer. Thank you. He was from Kentucky or something, wasn't he? Warm beer. That poor guy ended up a vegetable, and he just was handed back dead. That was it. Terrible. You wish you could visit the Pattaya orphanage in Thailand. Hello, Big Bad John. Hello, Rosie. Happy non-Eastern Day. I'm guessing it's Easter Monday where you are, Big Bad John. Easter Monday. And if you haven't given a thumbs up tonight, why not? I'm speaking truth here. Marcel Mann will bear me out on this. Marcel Mann has been there in the dark days of 2015 at Sister Janet's apartment. When Marcel Mann herself went toe to toe with Crybaby. On that night, Marcel Mann established herself in the Hall of Fame on Boyd forever. We'll always have the honorary chair of Distinguished Boyd member. Hey, Pumpkin. Yeah, boring life to normal life. Yeah, there was no expectation. There was no explanation for his injuries. Just got done with another mass. There you go. I'm glad you're doing that. Hey, Holly. Nice to see you, honey. Welcome aboard. There were good times. They're the things that burn in my mind. Meeting Vegas Vixen in Vegas, the Piranha Club. Good times we had. Epic stuff. Good job, Rory's making those masks. Good for you, honey. I know you've been postponed with your studies and things. So have you postponed any travel plans? Big Band John, I would have already been down in the I would have already gone to Los Algodones, Yuma, Scottsdale, been back at the Rancho. I would probably now be down in Southern California in LA and San Diego. That's where I would be now. Just my luck when I finally fully retire that I can't go anywhere. Marcel's like, I didn't get much sleep back then, but darn if you weren't entertaining. Yeah, the Green Door. The Green Door, overhyped and overdone, but still a fun time. Still a fun time. Marcel, man, you gave me some of my greatest memories and laughs on YouTube back then. And I'm one of the few people that has heard Marcel Man on a live stream. Okay. Talking and interacting on a live stream. Cheap gas and now nowhere to go. Exactly. But Cheryl, you'll be happy to know we're still at $2.89 a gallon here in good old California. For sure. This will pass, Bill Ellis. That's why I'm smiling. But I'll tell you what, Bill Ellis, I will drink as many people in this world now have turned to alcohol and things to get through. I will enjoy having a few drinks because it makes me happy and gets me through this without a doubt the most horrific thing that's ever come down in my lifetime. Uh, let's see. Is the National Seashore closed? I'm sure it is, Goldie. A tornado is coming through the Northeast. It's in Ohio now. I hope everybody will be okay. I was going to break ground on my empty lot and build a small house for retirement. Either sell the one I'm in now or rent it. All plans are on hold. Well, I'll probably end up hiring J.K. NoCal to build an apartment complex or something on the back of the back 40 back there. Hey, JK, yeah? Marcel Mann always loved JK NoCal. Cocktails to celebrate the end of this mess. I hope baseball comes back. But I can't imagine all baseball games being played in Arizona and 3 games back to back in a day. It's like it's like the NFL's proposed playoff schedule, 3 games on one day, right? God almighty. I'm not sure if I think I just turned it on, Marcel. I don't think I ever used the dishwasher on the GMC. It's the only RV I ever saw that had a dishwasher built into it and a central vac. This was 1974. Of course, it was the only RV that was ever fully made, engineered, and built by one of the big three. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. God bless you guys. I hope none of you get nailed with a tornado. God, that stuff is scary at night. I can't imagine being in your home, if you're lucky, hearing sirens go off, or your phone scrambling around in the pitch black, and all you hear is that roar. You can't see it. All you can do is pray to God that that thing doesn't bear down on you or your home. And I've been in storm cellars. When I went back with Missy Jen to visit her old stomping grounds, I saw the storm cellars that people went into in Missouri, in the Ozarks. Terrible. Oh, you just wanted to hear me say dishwasher. I gotta wash some clothes tomorrow. God, the memories of Marcel, man. Jeez, I could write a book. You talk about the ultimate thorn in Crybaby's side right there. The ultimate. Get underground. Yeah, I would say I would hold off on any building. I wouldn't be laying out a thin dime now for any building, any contracts for building. Bide your time. Bide your time. Yeah, wash it out. Wash it out. Let's all go visit Washington, D.C. I don't say wash. I saw Warsh. Warsh. George Washington. Washington State. It's a mid-Atlantic thing, right? My parents say wash and rough instead of roof drive me crazy. Last time the sirens went off, I went to the garage. I live atop, stayed there till the all clear. Trees were toppled, roof was blown off. Was all thank God. I'm not sure if I would do that, Charlotte. I think I'd be standing under a doorway or something like that with that, with that header over top of me, or laying down in a bathtub or something. Terrible. It's one of your favorite Johnny Depp movies. See, no matter what you do on YouTube, you're always going to step on somebody's toes. All right. He who shall not be named. Actually, Cheryl, our contractors just went full bore here for years. Yeah, that's the new name, CB. I want to build my empire. Hot Frog Studios. Yeah, there you go, Hot Frog. Yeah, think about a bathtub getting low. Because no matter what falls on top of a bathtub, it's not going to collapse those sides on it. Second best would be in a doorway. Third best would be in a low ditch on the property somewhere. I hope none of you guys sustain any damage from tornadoes or injury or anything like that. That would be terrible. Absolutely terrible. What happened? We've upgraded on my channel, Marcel, man. No, I listened in on Dave the Fisherman's chat today. And Crybaby was crying up a storm. Because he couldn't take over my chat. He couldn't have any relevancy on my chat. And he blamed my wonderful moderators, who surprisingly enough don't like Crybaby. Go figure. Now I know one of them's here now, Cheryl. She's not going to lose any sleep tonight, I don't think. But that's the way it is. Happy Easter, Karen. Just to explain, I met a couple of very good friends here, and from the start with boy, it was very different with how it is now. I hope it made it clear. Thank you, Lisa. I consider you a very good friend of mine. Can you just give me a symbol? Give him a symbol like Prince. Yeah, let me hold on a minute, Hop Frog. I'm gonna oblige you here. Let me see if I can oblige you here, okay? I'm gonna do my best. Just bear with me. This is gonna take a minute, okay? hold on a minute while I see if I can find a symbol. Okay, I'm not sure. Let me see. You've given me a real challenge here. Hold on a minute. Let's see. I'm trying to find one. Just bear with me. Might have been removed. I don't know. I might need your guys' help. Okay, I'm definitely probably gonna need your help. Nope, maybe not. I found it. There it is. Okay. The artist formerly known. There we go, Laura. There it is. All right. That's the new. Right. That's for left brain and right brain. Right. Double. Took me a while to find that. See, Hop Frog, you asked and I delivered. Okay, no need to mention the name. The international symbology will be there. Hey, I was watching today. Or did you hear what it said? Because now on this channel, that's the reality. Okay. Did Van break down? It was a chocolate ice cream. Oh man, you guys are too much. You guys are too damn much, I'll tell you. There you go, Hop Frog. You asked, my friend, and you have all rights to an answer in this chat. And all I can say is, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, Wig Snatcher. Damn, how you doing, Wig Snatcher? Happy Easter to you. I hope you had a good one, my friend. What an honor to see you. Oh, it was an ice cream? Damn. What a world we live in. Have some soft serve. Soft serve? Is that what you call that? Son, where I came from, we call that a steaming pile of shit. Oh man, yeah, the Walmart bags, anybody? Oh, jeez, isn't it nice to just forget the world for a couple hours and just come on and have a few laughs? I'll tell you, it's what makes life bearable now. We all got kids, grandkids, things to think about for the future, right? But it's nice to just pull away. Yeah, I like Wig Snatcher's always been funny as hell. You like Edith Bunker and the Cling Peaches extra syrup, yeah. And Reverend, what was it, Queenie? Reverend Felcher? Wasn't that the right? Reverend Felcher? You've just been bouncing around. Well, good to see you, Wig Snatcher. Ah, Laura, I like the pile of dew better. You know, that'll be the new symbol now if you want to refer to the artist formerly known as. That shall be the international. Yeah, don't pass on the chocolate ice cream tonight, okay? The new international symbology is born. All right. Soft serve. uh, Man, how cool is it to see Wig Snatch? I haven't seen Wig Snatcher in forever. Damn, Wig Snatcher, nice to see you, man. Wow. We have had some fun tonight. Some fun tonight. Did anybody have to cancel anything that was going? Did any of you guys have anything that any place you were going to go? Were any of you going to go on a cruise? I know Lisa, you cruise a bit. Anybody else have to cancel any vacation plans? I think some people were planning to go to Vegas. On the chat, I can't remember who it was. I know that North Shore Towing came down with COVID-19, but thank God he recovered. But he was going to go to Las Vegas. So, anybody have their plans like totally disrupted? I usually do stuff on the fly. Let's see. The emoji was a poop pile, huh? Yeah, there's another fruitcake that'll never see the time. Sorry, fake coat, you'll never see the time of your message will never be seen, goofball. Another fake Assyrian. I'm gonna go get a refill here. Yep. Be right back. Oh man, I was wondering when that Jethro would make a guest appearance. Another one, 6th grade education. Thugs Incorporated. Thugs are us. Why not? Sorry, Tara, all gone. Another 5'0" little thug from Chicago. My daughter's best friend had to cancel her wedding. That's tough. This is supposed to be the sign for Aries, but I can only see a uterus. That's what it looks like to me. Daughter was supposed to go to Chicago this week. I love the people that come on. They waste their account to come on and put something down that never sees the light of chat here. I love that. Cheers, guys. Oh, somebody's butt hurt tonight. Hey, Sherry-Anna, how are you? Yeah, I'm gotta drink it before Tara gets to it. You know, I missed several music festivals. I know I said it wrong. Coachella, is that correct? I know before I called it Coachella. Coachella, did they reschedule that or cancel that? I know Burning Man. I don't know how you do a virtual Burning Man, but they canceled Burning Man. What about Coachella? Is that how you call it? Coachella? Yeah, it's Easter tonight, Ace. I wanted to just get a little buzz on tonight. I don't do much hard stuff, so. Yellow bird, come fly away with me. Yellow bird. Do 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 la ta 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 la ta ta. Ah, when did that happen? My best friend, my granddaughter's wedding, my grandson's baby shower, all canceled. Oh wow! I seen Therese on G Mango. She was horny as F. You mean my Teresa? My Teresa Artistic Design Ace? Is that who you're talking about? Hey McGreg, how you doing? Coachella and Stagecoach have been postponed until October. I haven't heard about Coachella. Yeah, I'd be happy to just not have to put on hazmat gear to go to a store. Burning Man, how do you do? Somebody explain to me because you guys are a lot of you guys are smarter than I am. How in the hell do you have a virtual Burning Man? What is that? Oh, your Spain trip canceled. Sorry, Goldie. Um, what is? How do you do a virtual Burning Man? And wouldn't Burning Man be the ultimate place that you could have social distancing? Who in the hell would care if you make the expanse 4 times bigger? It's BLM land. Just social distance things 20 feet apart from each other. Can't go to Atlantic City place. Doing good. Just finished off my birthday. Oh, wow. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, M. Greg. Happy birthday to you. The one and the same, flicking her pinto bean. Okay, thank you, Ace. I like Teresa. I like her. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that, Sherry Anna. Awful. Awful. I can tell you one thing. We have, let's see, it used to be real. They would build a wooden structure and burn it until somebody jumped in it and died. I shouldn't laugh, but drugs and alcohol do strange things to people, you know? But I don't know. Somebody explain to me how in the hell you have a virtual Burning Man. I mean, what do we all do? Put our cell phones on the fireplace? It's my. Hey, Cheryl, here's my Burning Man. My Burning Man virtual show here. Oh, you light fires in your own backyard while dressing like a Mad Max extra. That's great, Hot Frog. Ah, God, what a world. They don't mix, do they? I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, Greg, happy birthday to you. Like a Zoom platform? Uh, it's just been sad losing people from, but I love one because of drag racing. Well, I'll tell you what, Sherriana, I've told you before, honey. We have articles in the paper here. They just did a cannonball run from New York to LA 26 hours. I can tell you people do 90 miles an hour down the street here. They got cops chasing people on freeways 120 miles an hour plus because young people see that open road and it's just an invitation. They're not thinking about the kid here in the hood that's riding his big wheel and goes out into the street or the kid that's throwing a ball around. I'm waiting for somebody to die out here. Can't wait till the beach is open. Oh, wow. Yeah, I hear you, Laura. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, King of all flunkies. Another thing that doesn't see the I didn't even have. I didn't even have time. I didn't even have time to see it. It got wiped out by the 5 foot nothing little flunky from the liquor store in Chicago, the wannabe Assyrian. Cheers, doofus. God, can you imagine going all that work to create 3 accounts and not one message sees the light of day? Ah. Oh, I love this country. When you got little Napoleons like that, 5 foot nothing running around. No, good job, Cheryl. I gotta laugh. I gotta laugh. I gotta laugh. Back to the drawing board. Right, Chumley? Another one of the biggest POSs you'll ever see. Also one of the most intellectually challenged and thuggish. Let's see, your daughter's been completely devastated. I'm so sorry to hear about that, Sherriana. It's a sign of the times we live in. It's a sign of the times we live in. Very sorry to hear about that. The Zoom program is corrupted. It has been, Ace. I did a video about teachers trying to have classes and universities, and here comes a guy in just dropping his drawers and popping out his batwanger in the middle of the Zoom. And so many places have suspended the use of it here. Yeah, I don't, people just don't understand how to use Zoom. They're not used to the void. Let's see, Sherry Ann says, Rosie, I'm so glad you and the chat are here tonight. You always put a smile on my face. So thank you. Well, thank you, honey. I'm sorry that happened. All of us are. All of us are. No, it was the boyfriend that came in. The other supposed is Syrian. As if that's something to cheer about. the thug who thinks Chicago is so tough. Woo! I'm enjoying. I'm having a heck of a nice Easter tonight. I'm having a good time. Good time tonight. Yeah, get your sanitizer out. We've been doing pretty good on sanitizer here. I was so lucky when I outfitted the van. Little rascal, I had 2 canisters of Clorox wipes, and somebody had given me a whole big bottle. I think it was Katie from Mississippi, a whole big bottle of Germex. So I was all set. Cheers to you too, Charlotte. No, it's not tough. Yeah, Laura, we made penne pasta with red sauce and Italian sweet sausage tonight. It was pretty good. Not the most traditional Easter dinner I've ever had, but it was good. Oh yeah, I'm just saying, Deb in Vegas, your grandson does school on Zoom. Yeah, thank you. Lynn says, Happy Easter, Rosie. Nothing wrong with a little low-key celebration. Thank you, honey. Thank you. There's tons of yuppies. Are there, Ace? I haven't found a good yuppie in years. Where are the yuppies? Where are they hanging out? New York? Are they feeding people down in the Bowery? Tasha's going to pick up her kids and 2 cars dragged with one rear-ended her in another car. Yeah, it's terrible. Nothing was traditional about this. Oh, you had lasagna, Greg? Good. It was actually quite good. and we have stockpiled a ton of food here, so we need to work through that. So happy for that. Carnival Barker. If you say so, Goldie. Oh, just like New York. They're not, they don't call them yuppies anymore, Ace. That's like a 90s term. Okay, I don't know what they call them. I haven't heard it. I haven't heard, you're the first person that's Dinks. Dual income, no kids, Dinks. But Ace, you're the first person I've heard use the term yuppie in probably 10 years. I just don't think yuppies are a thing right now. Uh, I don't miss them. Now we have Occupy Wall Street Part 2, the return show, like a Broadway. Da, 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 da. We hate everything about America. Do, do, do. I should do, yeah, Wiggers. I'm not sure. Chads. I only hear millennials. I only hear whining millennials is the term I always hear. The whining millennials. The Starbucks barista generation. Hey, they do a good job. I'll take a blonde. I got to do the pour over. That's going to take 10 minutes. Do, 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 do. Oh, man. Have any of you heard yuppie? I haven't heard yuppie for years. There, Lynn says, I'm a dink and I wouldn't have it any other way. Kids are stressful and expensive. I'm not sure what they are, Ace. I just haven't heard yuppies. Yuppies I associate with the 80s and 90s. Now it's the me generation. Um, I've heard them called, yeah, Devon Avenue. I've heard them called the gig, the GIG. It's the millennials that are buying real estate the past few years. Okay, I'm not downing them. I'm just saying I haven't heard the term yuppies. I've heard millennials is what I've heard. Or, I don't know, the barista generation. Yeah, you better watch out what the hell's going on Zoom, Deb. Generation E for entitled to have what they want. Crocodile collared shirts and no socks and loafers, huh? Well, we had hippies, we had preppies were Lacoste shirts, penny loafers, uh, khaki slacks, right? Dual, well, I called them doink, dual income, no kids, doink. Trust fund brats. Who in the hell has a trust fund these days? Hell, Ace Carson, are you a trust fund baby? Are you hiding in the shadows there with a trust? Who the hell has a trust? We're going down to see my lawyer today. We're going to put a trust together for Jethro. Yeah, pop another 100K in the trust. 2020 top, the year of the toilet paper generation. There we go, the topos. Now, I'll tell you, Laura, the people I do feel sorry for, the people that are getting out of high school and college, theoretically. No graduation ceremonies, no career guidance offices, no on-campus recruiting. Okay, nobody's friggin' hiring unless then you want to hump boxes at Amazon or something. Yeah, you're not going to get that nice job at Pete Marwick Mitchell. Sorry, son, we had to pull your job offer. Yeah, don't you wear a truss when you have a hernia. Yeah, soy kids. Remember that Jay Berlin soy bomb? The guy that had soy bomb written on his belly? I love that. Ah, soy bomb. Put in your Google search soy boy and soy bomb. You want to see a real dipshit? Okay. My daughter that you saw in my stream was graduating in May, her bachelor's in social work. She might be well timed for this situation. These days, yeah, J.G. Wentworth. Let's get another one here, Deb. Hold on a minute, honey. If you have a little money and you need it now, call J.G. Wentworth. It's my money and I want it now. Let's get the opera. Okay, let's keep it real. Let's get the opera one. We had the bus one. This is a minute.
I have a structured settlement and I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. I have an annuity, but I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. They help thousands, they'll help you too. One lump sum of cash they will pay to you. Get long-term payments, but you need cash now. J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now.
No shit, guys. That's better than some operas I've seen. I'm not kidding you. I've sat at the Lyric Theater in Baltimore and seen operas that aren't half as well done as that one. Okay? I'm just saying, man, I gotta call greatness where I see it. If you need a settlement and you need cash now, call J.G. Wentworth. That's what I say, Bill Ellis. Oy vey. Laura, you hate that? Man, that is so well done. The production values of that are incredible. Okay? We got to give credit where credit is due. Let's see. When I convocated from university, I don't even know what the hell that means, Laura. Is that like when you lost your Lynn? Is that when you lost your virginity or what, honey? When I convocated from you, I had no desire to sit through the hubbub and walk across the stage, but my parents gave me no choice. Yeah, my youngest daughter didn't attend her graduation. Tornado heading to the eastern shore. Wow. Maybe Purdue Farms. If you need a cash settlement, you need cash now. Let's see. I have an annuity. Those survive market crashes, unlike 401ks. Well, it's only as good as the insurance company that backs it, Libra. And they paid for my education, bought me a car, so I figured it's the least I could do. Yeah, I would do the walk too if I had a car. Rosie, are you gonna convocate? I don't know. Well, how about if we gave you a Mercedes-Benz 530 STL? with leather seats. You get warm. I bet if we throw in 50,000 for a graduation trip around the world, getting warmer. How about if you never have to work a day in your life? I'm walking, do, 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 do. Well, look at me, Mom. I'm walking across stage here. There we go. That's the best I can do for you, Mom. I'm sorry. I love you and Pop, but what the hell? I have this, I'm a sellout, right? Yeah, I'll convocate for that. I'm only pulling your leg, Lynn. I know. Graduations are really for those who put you where you are, right? You know you made it, but they want to see you do that walk, right? Yeah, it wasn't a Mercedes, it was a VW Jetta. That's still pretty nice. Remember me, Lynn? I had the 1962 Chevrolet Biscayne with the slant six that was a monkey puke chartreuse green. It was a rust bucket, okay? I convocated though. I convocated. I did. They never thought I'd do it, right? They had to go see, they had to see it with their own eyes. Never owned another VW again. Yellow bird, come fly away with me. Do 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 do. La da dee 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 dee. Dee, 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 that's really sad for them. They work so hard for this. Now we need to be praying. That's what I'm saying, Laura. As much as I like to have humor in a situation, of course I care about young people. But I'll tell you this, Laura. Compared to older people, younger people have the ability to really land on their feet better. Older people have absorbed so many shocks and stuff in life that, you know, some of them just cash out. They don't have the ability to absorb that. I was thrilled to see my son graduate his bachelor and receive his master's. He went to a party, he jumped on the subway and went to work. Okay, good, Libra. He didn't need cash now. If you need cash for college tuition, it's your money. Get it now. I like that. J.G. Wentworth. Good deal, man. Puts a smile on my face. I loved all their commercials. I like that Viking opera, though.
If you have a structured settlement and you need cash now, call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. I hate to wait for payments and I need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. They've helped thousands, they'll help you too. Get one lump sum of cash, use it as you choose. It's not a loan, so there's no debt, no credit card, advance regrets. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now. 877 cash now. It's your money. Use it when you need it. Aloha. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. Aloha.
Damn, only if the chicks come with it.
It's Wentworth.
Only if the girls come with it. That's the only thing my one said, Rosie, I want to send you a coconut top. I'm like, honey, they don't make coconuts that big. I'm sorry for For my tinnies, play Geico Hump Day. Let me see the, let's see the Geico, Geico Hump Day. Hold on, Cheryl. Let's see. Geico Hump Day.
Uh-oh, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie,
Yeah,
hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Mike.
Leslie, guess what today is?
Hump Day.
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
Ronnie, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico? I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy.
Yeah.
Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 50% or more.
I love that commercial. Oh, man. Let me find another thing here. I love Lumberg.
Hello, Peter. What's happening? I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. So if you could be here around 9, that would be great. Okay? Oh, and I almost forgot.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna need you to go ahead and come in on Sunday, too. Okay? We
Love that.
lost some people this week.
I love that. I love that friggin' movie, man. Yeah. I had a boss like that. I'm gonna need you to come in. I'm gonna need you to come in tomorrow. I loved Lumberg, man. He was the best of the best. That was the good old days. Yeah. Oh man, Janet remembers those J.G. Wentworth commercials. If you've got a structured settlement and you need cash now, call J.G. Wentworth. 8777 no. 877 no. 877 no. It's your money. Get it when you want, baby. Need cash now. 8777 no. Geico parrot talking like that. Where's the pig that went wee all the way home? Hey D, how you doing? Are you chooching tomorrow? No, Myra. Tuesday night will be the next chooch. I will be in, hopefully, the town of Sonoma Tuesday evening. So we've never chooched Sonoma live before. Don't know exactly what we're going to be doing, but and then Thursday will be Santa Rosa again. So we got 2 chooches coming up this week. If you got that you need cash now. 877 now. If you've got a structured settlement, then you need cash now. Man, I love those J.G. Wentworth. God, that's when life was beautiful. Singing opera on the bus. Can you imagine that? Hanging out the car window with the pinwheel. Yeah, that was the pig that went wee. Yep, I remember that. I remember that. Man, I've gotten tanked up on some bourbon tonight. Woo! Speaking of money, they're not going to get it, Laura. No, the turd pile is not going to get a stimulus. Nope. At least not that kind of stimulus. All right, guys. Well, it is 11:30 here on the West Coast. I am going to throw in the towel. It has been a fun chat tonight. 3 hours and 44 minutes. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Missy. Thank you, Cheryl, Janet. Nice to see you, Myra, Charlotte, everybody else, Jay, and everybody else. Tomorrow is another day. And I want to thank you for being with me tonight. And I had a blast tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't thumbs up, please do it on the way out. And I am very appreciative for all of that. So thank you very much, everybody. See you tomorrow.